Yo, what's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Jesse Parker. How you doing,
What's
Jesse?
up? I'm good. How are you, Andrew?
I'm big chilling, bro.
Hey, me too.
Having a great time, getting ready to play some new decks. We have
Yeah,
got
I'm excited.
new cards from the upcoming set, Silver Tempest, to show off on tabletop today. Most notably, we've got some Lugia,
Oh yeah,
which apparently has been making waves
Lugia is
in
a little
Japan.
a little bit cracked. Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. I was a little bit like skeptical on it before we saw it take over Japan. I mean, any new deck, any flagship new card in this set is going to be a large meta share of Japan, just like no matter what. I feel like so I'm trying to take it not getting a little too overhyped because. I mean, the Japanese players especially love playing the new cards when they come out.
I feel like that's accurate.
Yeah, so I'm taking it, but it is very. I mean, I haven't played any real games, but with it yet. I haven't. I mean, I'm gonna find out today, but just solitarying and theorying it in my head as I'm playing out my turns, it just feels really, really, really strong. Like a very turbo aggressive, turn 2, just knock out anything, while as not being able to be easily knocked down in return. Being able to the cards that would counter Lugia can be you have answers to the answers, just because Lugia's attack discards a stadium. So they got a Temple of Sinnoh in play. You honestly don't even really care because your energies still count as colorless energies.
Right.
So, and then your attack discards a stadium, and now you have access to your special energies again. So you're going to win the stadium war at some point. So I think and you play Aurora energy, and you can, obviously with Aurora, you can play any type of attacker. So there's so many different ideas or ways you could probably play it. I just think that makes for a really strong card. So I definitely am a believer in the Lugia.
Definitely. And I think that Lugia and V-Guard energy are going to single-handedly reshape the meta game as we know it.
Yes.
Decks like Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. How do you deal with a Lugia deck? They only have a couple of basic Pokemon or a couple of bench Pokemon in play. They have V-Guard energy now. Palkia VSTAR is never one-hit KOing a Lugia.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to I don't even know.
And if you ignore the Lugia to try and chase down the Arceus, they do not care.
No.
Because they have already accelerated their energy into play,
Yep.
and Lugia is just smacking every turn.
Yeah, it's going to be a little crazy. I mean, I think there's some ways Palkia could get around it. I personally am trying out a 1/1 Alolan Vulpix because its attack means it prevents damage from Pokemon with abilities. So if Palkia is not playing down a path to the peak, which they really only ever play one of at most, then your guy's completely immune to the Lugia. So I think that in theory sounds strong. But yeah, Palkia is definitely going to have to adapt, whether it's playing heavy Temple of Sinnoh, maybe some alternate attackers, maybe Starmie V or something that attacks when they have a bunch of energy in play. I don't know.
Kyurem is just the way you got to go, because you have to be able to crank out those big one-hit KOs. You have to, right?
Yeah, Kyurem maybe just playing Kyurem. I don't know. I feel like
tough.
Palkia is gonna find a way for sure.
But it's not easy. Palkintelian,
No.
I'm becoming a Palkintelian hater for sure.
Yeah, no, the deck definitely feels pretty stinky sometimes. I kind of discovered that after NAIC. I wasn't really a big fan of it after that because I played it at those last couple regionals of the season or in NAIC, and it just felt I don't know. You just have some really horrible starts sometimes. Once you get set up, you're fine, but because you can just change shitty dealings. But anyways, I think one of the biggest things, again, that it's not easy to counter Lugia is, unlike Palkia, Lugia has a way to just completely turn off his weakness with Dunsparce.
Yeah.
So Palkia can't do that. So lightning Pokemon aren't even hitting it for weakness isn't really an answer. I mean,
no.
I'm not playing Dunsparce in this deck particularly, but it'd be a really easy just slot to throw in there. One card that turns off all of your lightning weakness. So I think that's insane for the deck.
Jesse and I do have two different builds of Lugia today. Jesse, why don't you tell us a little bit about your build, and I'll switch you to the hand cam so that you can show us.
Yeah, so I got my Lugia VSTAR deck here. So it plays a 4/3 Lugia VSTAR. Very consistent, straightforward deck. Not really any draw engine. It's just Crobat and Luminion, and like you play 4 Serena, so you have lots of ways of discarding your Archeops. And then you play an Oranguru's really good. But the main thing about this Lugia deck is after you take a one-shot with Lugia, you can then transition into Amazing Rare Yveltal, which has an attack for ridiculous energy costs, a fire, a psychic, a dark, and 2 colorless. That just says your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. Now, if you get 2 Archeops out, you can charge that up in 1 turn. A combination of Hiding Dark and Aurora, and then a double Turbo Energy. That's 4 energies right there. You can just, without even attaching from hand. So boom, just knock out. That takes your next 2 prizes, and then everybody knows Radiant Charizard at the end of the game. This is very strong, and honestly, you can attack with this early too, because say your opponent has only taken 1 or 2 prizes, now its attack costs 3 energy, and you can accelerate 3 energy into play with Archeops. So you don't really even have to wait till late game to use this card. So by late game, I mean like turn 3, turn 4. But yeah, so that's basically the deck. It's a very straightforward deck. Lugia, Amazing Yveltal, Radiant Charizard, and that's basically it. It plays a couple Tool Jammer, lots of Serena. So yeah.
Now, Jesse and I don't have enough Lugias to share, so we can't play our Lugia decks against one another today, but we can show them off against various other decks. This build of Lugia is missing a few Lugias, so yeah, I'm not playing a 1-2 Lugia line. All right, they're just being shared between the two of us right now. This Lugia build is more of a tanky Lugia build that saw some success in Japan. It plays Drapion for the Mew matchup and is pretty standard, I think, now. But it's more of a tanky build. We've got Radiant Gardevoir as our Radiant Pokemon of choice with its Loving Veil ability. And then you can combo that with the V-Guard energy to make it so that your Lugias are taking minus 50 damage from opposing Pokemon V, which is pretty tough to play against. And with 4 copies of Collapse Stadium, you have a really good time against decks like Mew or even Regigigas, right?
Yeah, Reggie's not going to have fun playing against that for sure.
No, 4 Collapse, it's like every time you take a knockout, you're taking 2 Reggies out of play.
As soon as one of those sticks, the Reggie deck is done.
Exactly. And I do think that Jesse and I both agreed that the Reggie deck may be a counterplay against the heavy Lugia metagame that we're anticipating after seeing Japan's 50% Lugia metashare.
Yes. Lugia, I think, is definitely going to live up to the hype for sure. The card just seems like insane. Like the combination of Lugia and Archeops, like it's just so aggressive. It's just so like, and you don't care about like Palkia. It's like you need to fill your bench, which like I didn't think it'd get any more broken than Palkia, but it definitely feels stronger than it at first.
Yeah, because it just keeps attacking. That's the thing, is if you can't,
there's no downside to the attack at all.
No, if you can't, there's an upside. You could discard a stadium if you want.
They didn't need to add that text.
No, they didn't.
But
it's
they did.
Crazy. So it's just, if they get 4 powerful colorless on a Lugia, they are just swinging for 300 damage. With a choice belt, that's 330 damage, and your opponent has nothing stopping them from getting 4 powerful colorless energy onto the Lugia turn 2 if they are able to get some, Archeops into the discard
pile.
The
nice thing is, like, if you find one of your choice belts, you only need 2 powerful colorless energies, because then you're swinging for 290. So that's enough to knock out a V-Star. Exactly. But if you missed your choice belt, you just need 3 powerful colorless. You need 1 more powerful colorless, because that's 280 right there. Yep. And then if you really do want to push for those 310 knockouts, you can slap another powerful colorless, a combination of 3 plus a choice belt. That's 310. So yeah, it's insane. There's not really a damage cap on it. You do run out of gas pretty quickly, but it doesn't matter because you're taking multiple prizes usually. So
they shouldn't get knocked out. So that's the question.
Exactly. That's
you ask, you might ask, how do you recover the special energy?
You don't.
You don't. Hey, who cares? All right, so I've got 1 Lugia right here with 4 powerful colorless energy. This Lugia has probably taken 2 prizes by itself. Then you've got another Lugia with 4 more energy. That Lugia could probably take another 2 prizes. And then you've got all these energy, to fill in the gaps. So if one of your Lugias is able to take 4 prizes, then you're in there.
And you have the
just win.
Dunsparce, so you're not really going to be getting one shot. You shouldn't be. I mean, maybe one gets one shot by like a Kyurem every once in a while, but yeah, it's not going to happen very often.
Exactly. Your Lugias are very difficult to one-hit KO. Now, something else that's interesting about these lists that we're seeing from Japan, 4 copies of Serena. Serena in this deck means that you're going to be able to gust your opponent's Pokemon V very consistently. Yeah. And then the other upside of Serena is that it helps you to get your Archeops into the discard pile. Since Serena allows you to discard up to 3 cards from your hand, then fill your hand up to 5. So you could discard Archeops and then fill your hand to 5, which can help you to pull off Lugia V-Star's V-Star ability. And Serena just makes this deck even more aggressive. This list has 4 copies of Serena and 2 copies of Boss's Orders.
Okay.
That's 6 Gust cards.
I don't think you're going to be running out of Gust.
No. You're going to be able to Gust every single turn if you want to.
Yeah, I think mine has 4 Serena and 1 Boss, just as like a way to, you know, if you really need to Gust up like a 1 prize Pokemon, you can Luminion for it. I'm not like a completely sold on Serena in like every type of deck. Like my Mew list, for example, I really only like playing 1 copy of Serena and then 2 Boss, because I still feel like there's a lot of instances where you're knocking out like a Sobble turn 1 or like a Comfey turn 1, and then you want to be able to Gust another 1 prize Pokemon to put you back on even prizes. So I think Boss is still going to be the preferred way to, you know, Gust in a lot of decks. So, but the Lugia deck definitely loves Serena, just for the fact that you get to discard your Archeops if you need to. So I like it in the Lugia deck, but I definitely think Boss still belongs in a lot of decks.
The other deck that I have that I'm really anxious to kind of get in there is the Hisuian Goodra V-Star deck that we can run against Lugia. There is some interesting counterplay going on here where Lugia V-Star can easily take 1-hit KOs on, you know, Pokemon. Hisuian Goodra V-Star is historically difficult to 1-hit KO. It's got Radiant Gardevoir, and then we also have the new V-Guard Energy in this list as well. Just 2 copies of V-Guard Energy, which can make your Goodras even more tanky, even more difficult to KO. And with Serena, you're making this deck even more consistent. Just took out the 2 copies of Boss's Orders that were in this deck and replaced them with 2 copies of Serena. So I'm stoked about this, and I really want to see if this Goodra deck can compete with Lugia.
And then the one other deck I have that I want to try is Mew with the Fusion Strike build. I think playing the Fusion Strike build might I could definitely see more of an argument now with the Forest Seal Stone, just because you have that much higher of a chance to pull off that turn 1 KO combo of Elisas and Fusion Strike energies. In this current format, I absolutely would prefer the 4DT version over this. But I think maybe with Forest Seal Stone, maybe this is the better way to play it going forward. I think just having that ability to turn 1 knockout going second is still just insanely strong. I'm not playing the catchers in here. I think maybe it's correct to play the Pokemon catchers in here, but I'm just going with the 2 Boss, 1 Serena. Or I think it might be 2 Serena, 1 Boss, just because I want to show off the Serena more. But there's only 2 copies of Elisas, but it's fine because these can go search out Elisas. So, and you got to try to find cuts somewhere. So yeah, 2 of these definitely boost the consistency of your deck for sure. And yeah, so I definitely want to try this out at some point today, I think.
Yeah, I think that could be really good. I got smacked by a turn 1 Meloetta the other day on stream, and it felt bad.
Yeah, it's still very good.
Hasn't happened in a while.
I think another thing is amazing about Meloetta is you're not doing reduced damage to the V-Guard energy because you're not a V Pokemon. So it's 1 less modifier you'll need to KO a Lugia because you don't care about the V-Guard energy. So I like that about Meloetta. It's also just naturally better against Drapion because there's this 1 prize Pokemon that they kind of like have to deal with before they have to go through a Mew. So I do like that too about it, but I don't know, maybe the 4DT version will still be the way to go. I do like being able to be more consistent with my deck in general. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
Also, with the Lugia decks, I think it's really important to acknowledge that the Lugia decks are going to be vulnerable for a turn before they get up and going, because the Lugia decks
Yeah.
only play like maybe 7 basics.
Yeah,
like,
no, not a lot. Mine doesn't play like hardly any.
Yeah, they play Lugias. The Archeops don't evolve from basics. There are none of those. So you basically just have your Lugias.
It's really easy to start with like a Crobat or just have like a suboptimal like start. Like if you can't get down 2 Lugias and Mew is able just to pop off Pokemon Catcher up your only Lugia, that's game right
They
there.
can just checkmate the game real fast.
Yeah.
So definitely eyes on the Fusion Strike version. The Fusion Energy version of Mew for its ability to just take the lead early and not be dependent on going first, which is, I think, a really big deal in this
That would have
format.
been great at my last regional, let me just say, because 0-10 for going first. Or sorry, I keep thinking there's 10 rounds a day one. 0-9 for going first the whole day.
Unlucky.
Would have been so awesome to be able to, Elisa's turn 1 knockout, but no, that's okay though. I'm not salty about it at all. But
no, totally over it.
Totally fine. But yeah, I don't know. The Fusion Energy build definitely seems pretty darn good. These are the decks I think will be at the top of the food chain for sure. The Lugia, the Mew, maybe Palkia. I think Goodra will still be really good. Yeah, these are the decks that Giratina that you're going to probably be seeing a lot at LAIC, which will be the first tournament that Silver Tempest is legal. And then just a week later, we got Toronto. So there's a lot of big things coming
Jesse
up.
and I both going to be attending the Toronto Regional Championships. I'm also going to the one in Texas, Dallas,
Arlington.
That's it.
That
right?
one's 2 weeks after Toronto. So like 2 weeks before, like right in the middle of December. I'm not going to that one. I would like to, but nah.
Yeah, sometimes life comes up. Got to do adult things.
Yeah, I gotta work for sure.
But yeah,
anyways,
who cares about work? Let's play cards.
No. Yeah, let's go.
Let's get into it. I'm going to be playing Hisui and Goodra VSTAR against Jesse's Lugia deck. We'll let you guys predict. I'm sure that Beedrill... Listen, okay, dude. This is the second stream that we've done with Silver Tempest cards. You want me to have the Beedrill deck out here to just spank Lugia like day one? Is this what you want? You want it right now? Like,
I mean, Beedrill. I mean, even. I mean, Beedrill sure sounds good on paper, but like, I don't know. I mean, still, I think any kind of Beedrill deck is just gonna have consistency issues.
What kind of content is that, man? Y'all guys just
and then we should also have the counter to the Beedrill deck.
And then we should counter the Beedrill deck, right?
Yeah.
And
then
have
the full circle.
Right. And then. How many stages should we advance the meta?
While we're at it, let's just make some EX decks.
Yeah. How many stages should we advance the meta game while we're sitting here trying to show off Silver Tempest cards? How many, huh? How many steps forward do you guys want?
I don't think you're going to get more meta than what we have on the table right now.
No. These are going to be very, very popular meta decks. Looking at Japan,
that is nice to be able to look at Japan.
These are deck lists, a lot of them just straight out of Japan that are doing well in Japan. I know Jesse got his inspiration for his Lugia list from Japan.
Yep.
I got my inspiration for my Lugia list from Japan. So
they're all over Twitter. So yeah, I took a peek.
Yep. These are the decks that are doing well in Japan. So that's where we are going to start with today's stream. Of course, Beedrill. We already know about Beedrill. Beedrill has won.
Listen, I love the B. I played that at Peoria.
Yeah. Beedrill is like got second at a regional championship this past year. Beedrill's not a secret, okay?
Nah.
It just depends on if that's what you really want to play an Arceus Intellion Beedrill deck.
That sounds lame.
Is Lost Box dead? Are we that confident in our Sobbles and their ability to live? These are questions that you guys can answer.
It is kind of funny that Palkia is kind of like random tidbit. It's kind of funny that Palkia is like the only Intellion deck like left in the format. I kind of love that, honestly, personally. Intellion everywhere was definitely that got old really quick. So I'm glad that like Palkia is like one of the only like tier 1 surviving like Intellion decks. I'm a big fan of that. I'm definitely more of a Bibarel fan, but yeah.
Cool. Yes, I'm a huge Bibarel fan.
Bibarel's
also
sick. Or just anything other than having the shady dealings sounds great to me.
Arceus Giratina with Beedrill.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Listen.
I mean, I played my Peoria deck was kind of unique. I played Arceus Bibarel with the Beedrill,
yeah.
and it played like Shaman V, so like you could maybe just make that a Giratina instead.
You definitely could. But like I said, we're trying to. I haven't even made a video about the Lugia deck, and you guys want me to be out here just stomping the Lugia deck, okay? You know, just with a direct counter, like, hey, Jesse, you want to play a fun game where I just absolutely directly counter you? Hey, Jesse,
man.
I'd love for you to feature.
Great.
I'd love for you to feature on my stream today. Why don't you come out and just let me beat the brakes off you with? Hey, Jesse, why don't you? We're gonna have a real fun stream today where you play Lugia and I play B-Drill.
Joke's on you. I slid in a couple big parasols.
Yes.
There's one card I think will be like the tech, especially. It already is pretty good, but it has so many uses now. Big parasol stops Giratina V-Star's power. It stops Yveltal. It stops Sableye, and it stops B-Drill. So you could just play 2 parasol and honestly not worry about.
Yep. Parasol's a good card.
Yeah.
It's gonna continue.
Do you got it in your deck there?
I do have 2. Yep.
Oh,
I know.
but I have Tool Jammer.
See, so yeah, we've got the counterplay. Right. The counterplay to the counterplay. I think that this matchup will be interesting, which is one of the reasons that I wanted to show it off. Hisui and Goodra V-Star is largely considered to be one of the best decks in the format right now.
It is.
So getting to show it off against one of the perceived new best decks in the format, right, will give us a lot of perspective as to like how these 2 archetypes stack up against one another. So yes, it is man, all the B-Drill talk in the chat. God forbid you guys play against a deck that, you know, doesn't run special energy.
Yeah, then you're extremely that'd be extremely unfortunate.
Yes. I will just
or just they attach the parasol and now you're just like in big trouble.
In big trouble, right?
Like you need to, on top of getting IB drill in play, now you need to find a tool scrapper or a tool jammer. Like, yeah, nah.
It's a lot. There's a reason why Lugia is just silly consistent. It's very, very, very consistent. It's
consistent, aggressive, which is exactly what you want in this format right now. You need to be able to just like pop off turn 2.
Yep. And this deck does exactly that. Yes. So we've got one of the most aggressive decks in the format versus one of the tankiest decks. One of the slowest, most potato decks in the format. Arceus, my goodness.
It's another one of those decks that Oh, sorry, finish your thought.
No, you're good. Is this deck could be a headache to play just because of sometimes you just open it and you're like, all I want is an Arceus and an energy. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, I played Arceus Duraludon for a while. It's definitely too much to ask.
It's too much to ask for sure.
Speaking of Arceus Duraludon, I think that could be a pretty good counter to Lugia if they're not going to play Path to the Peak.
Right.
Then again, not really, because if the Lugia player goes first, they just blow up your Arceus turn 2, and then turn 3, they just Yveltal your Duraludon. So they need to get that Parasol again, and then if they have Parasol, you have Tool Jammer. So it'll be interesting to see how. I'm not too worried about like if Lugia ends up being like best deck in format, like 30% of the meta share. I'm not too worried because I think Pokemon is going to be like updating the game big time come Scarlet Violet.
I think so.
I think things are going to change a lot. So if Lugia ends up being like the terror of the format, we at least know it probably, maybe it still ends up being the best deck after. But who knows, you know? I think it'll change up the meta enough that
we got new cards coming out in 2020. Holy smokes, 3, bro. Thank God it's only 2023. Man, yeah. We got new decks coming out in 2023 that are not going to be hindered by V-Guard energy at all. And I think that V-Guard energy is going to be kind of like the big story of... I'm taking a lot of time to shuffle my deck because it was completely sorted, so excuse me for that.
That's okay.
But yes, 2023, Pokemon EX coming out. V-Guard energy starts to be, less...
not as good, for sure.
Yeah, less good. All right, would you like heads or tails?
I'll call heads.
I will go first.
Yes, Lugia deck's definitely a deck that loves going first, for sure. That's okay.
Do you have a basic?
I do.
I do not.
Cool.
I have 8 cards.
Still no basic.
Still no basic. I was looking at my hand on my stream. I was like, bro, I got a lot of cards here, bro. Oops.
That is too many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Judge.
Judge, what can we do? I got points on the line here. What can we do? That's a DPL. Yeah. DPL. Jesse only needs to take 4 prizes this game. Okay,
that would be so bad if that was a DPL. It should just definitely a put it back and warning type of mistake.
Don't fan draw, kids.
Woo!
Don't fan draw.
I've gotten the habit of doing like this.
Oh. I always fan draw. So, yeah, and I'll never stop. So,
That's fair.
If you're going to fan draw, be careful.
You definitely take part of your deck, you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hate that.
1, 2, 3.
I loathe it.
What's wrong with that?
I'm a fan drawer, bro.
It's fast. It's
boom. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing.
that easily could have been 8 right there.
Could have been 8, but it wasn't. All right, here we go.
You know,
nah, bro.
You best believe I'm taking all of these mulligans.
3 mullies,
Going
bro.
second, I will take as many basics as possible.
I know. Judges hate the fan draw. They do. I got haters.
That's just the vibe sometimes. You know? I only fan draw when I'm tilted.
Yeah. Well, definitely, you gotta be careful with the fan draw for sure. Because
the most
if you
cringe
reveal
thing is when people go like this. They take the top 2 cards. They go 1, 2.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate this, and I'm about to make a lot of chat upset because many of you do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, bro, you are wasting. There is not enough time in this lifetime.
I will
I
draw
got my
2
basics.
cards. 1, 2, and then 1, 2.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
I'll take 3 mulligans.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, I'm done.
This is gonna be a scoop and go to game tour for sure.
I got another Lugia.
All right. Good luck, Jesse.
You too.
I'll draw for turn. I've got a pretty terrible opening hand.
I took a peek.
Literally, yeah. This is what I come to expect from the Goodra deck. This
deck won a regional, by the way.
This is terrible. Yep. So I'm going to attach a double turbo energy to my Goodra and pass it to you.
Draw for turn. Ooh, that's pretty good top deck. I'm going to use Quick Ball and discard Arceus. I'm going to check a couple things here. I'm going to check to see just if my Yveltal and my Radiant Charizard is in my hand. Let's just see if the Yveltal's in there. The biggest thing you want to check... Okay, Yveltal's prize. That's a little scary. The biggest thing you want to check with these Lugia decks is what your special energy count is, or at least a good idea, because you do not want to be... it's very important to know how many Aurora energies you have specifically in this version, because you need 3 to power up the Yveltal. Which is why I also play the Hiding Dark energy. It's for that extra energy for the Yveltal. But off that Quick Ball, I think it's just going to be an Oranguru. Yeah, so off of Quick Ball, I will get Oranguru. I think I'm going to go back in. I'm going to bench Oranguru. And then... Let's go. Gotta decide what to Quick Ball here. Suppose the Hiding Dark is fine. I will Quick Ball away Hiding Dark and go look for... I could get either Crobat. I don't have a draw supporter. I think I might just get Luminion, honestly. Just to... I don't want to Marnie him, though.
Marnie me. Make it a game.
No. Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Marnie me for the content, bro.
You want me to?
Yeah, man.
All right.
For all you know, I could have a supporter in this hand. I have a 6-card hand.
That's fair. Yeah, true.
But you peaked,
So off the Quick Ball, I'm going to grab Luminion, and we're going to use the Luminous Sign ability to go search my deck for a supporter. I'm going to grab Marnie here just because I have a lot of special energy in my hand that I don't necessarily want to research away. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle after getting that Marnie. Now, I honestly could... I'm kind of... okay to just... I could just keep this hand and read the wind with the Lugia V, but I do want to find one more Archeops. So let's see if we can find it. Another cool thing about Aurora Energy is you have to discard a card to use when you attach it. So that's another way to discard Arceus. So another cool reason I like the Tool Jammer. I'll attach Choice Belt to Lugia V. I think I'll keep Tool Jammer in my hand. And then I will... No, I don't want to bench that. I'll attach Powerful Colorless to Lugia V and then Marnie.
Cool.
Both players shuffle their hand and put it at the bottom of their deck. And I draw 5, he draws 4. Another cool thing about the Lugia attack is it helps discard your Archeops. So I will go ahead and use Read the Wind, which says discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. So I'll discard Archeops, draw 3. Your turn.
That's so consistent. Really cool synergy there between Lugia V, the Archeops, and the Lugia VSTAR. It's almost like they made all those cards to go together.
No.
I'll draw for turn. And I have got a much stronger looking hand now with a bunch of consistency cards in it. I'll bench Arceus V, and this is tough. I know I'm just about to get blasted next turn. Like, I already know. I'll quick ball away this Ultra Ball.
Sure.
And I kind of need to set up multiple Arceus V because my only out to draw this next turn is to use Arceus VSTAR's Starbirth ability. So I'm going to quick ball for a second Arceus V and put it onto my bench.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of gust in that deck, so...
One thing you got to be careful with the Lugia deck is leaving 2 spots for Archeops. I was doing some Solitaire and like forgetting I need to have extra bench spots for Archeops. And yeah, you can run out of bench spots really quickly with this Lugia deck, which is why I don't have Bibro.
Right. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I'll attach a Metal Energy to my benched Arceus V, and I'll pass to you.
Yep. Draw for turn. I will evolve to Lugia VSTAR. And then I will use... I will go ahead and use Lugia VSTAR Summoning Star to put 2 non-rule box colorless Pokemon from my discard pile onto my bench.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then I will go ahead and use Primal Turbo to search my deck for 2 special energies and attach them to one of my Pokemon. I will get Powerful Colorless and Capture Energy. And put... Or actually... No. Yeah. Put them onto my Lugia VSTAR. And then I will use Primal Turbo again.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Put V-Guard and Powerful Colorless on my bench Lugia.
That's the crazy thing is knocking out the Archeops don't really do anything.
They've already done what they need to do.
They've already done what they need to do.
And all I really need is 1 for the for like the Charizard and stuff later. Because don't forget you can attach energies from hand too.
And they have 150 hit points. So
that they do.
It's not like they're easy to knock out with Radiant Greninja or anything.
Yeah, they got a lot of hit points for sure.
Yeah, 150 for us. Yeah, for a Pokemon that you could just pop into play is pretty nuts.
And then I'll attach 1 for turn onto Lugia VSTAR. I will Boss's Order the Arceus with the energy.
Yep, this is pretty good.
Another cool thing is you have special energy in your hand and you want to accelerate, you can Primate Wisdom. Kind of the same reason why some people played an Arceus. I'm going to use Primate Wisdom to switch this with top card. I'll evolve the Lugia VSTAR.
Yep.
And then I will go ahead and use...
You got it right there.
I will go ahead and use Tempest Die for 290 damage for the knockout.
Yep, that'll do it. Jesse will take his first 2 prizes, and I'll promote my energyless Arceus V. I'll draw for turn, and I top deck Culver's Experiment. So let's play Culver's Experiment. Look at the top 5 cards of my deck, and I can put 3 of them into my hand. Huh. Yeah, this is not great, but that's okay. I'm going to take Hyper Potion, Roxanne, and yeah, this is tough. I'm going to take Hyper Potion, Roxanne, and I think the Quick Ball. Those seem good. Yep. So I'm going to Lost Zone these. And then I'll play Evolution Incense. And off the Evolution Incense, I need to go get an Arceus VSTAR.
Arceus VSTAR, that's so 4 months ago.
I know. I'm going to evolve Arceus V into Arceus VSTAR and then use my Starbirth ability. I can't really do anything good. I'm just trying to not lose. Which is sometimes.
Raihan would be nice here, but I don't think it play. I think it just plays Melanie.
Play Melanie.
Yeah.
That's all we got. Yep. So I'm going to go search for a Metal Energy and a Metal Energy and an Evolution Incense. I'll put those into my hands, and I'll play Evolution Incense to go get Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. There are 2 cards in the Lost Zone. Not that it matters, but
Nah.
you know, nice to know it's a Lost Zone. Put them underneath some die. You know that's a Lost Zone. And then I'll attach a Metal Energy to my Hisuian Goodra VSTAR, and I'll pass to you.
All right. Draw for turn. I will use Primate Wisdom to swap the top card of my deck with a card in my hand. Oh, cool. It's a Serena.
This is terrible.
I will use Serena to gust up a Goodra VSTAR.
Yeah.
I will use Primal Turbo to go search my deck for... I think I'll just grab 1 special energy and attach it to Lugia because I have another powerful colors in my hand. But I don't think I'm going to attach it yet because I want... I might want this Lugia to be able to do 310 in case the Arceus gets like a big charm or something. So I'll just save it. There's no point in committing it. And then I'll go ahead and use Tempest Dive for 290 damage.
It's pretty good. I'll promote my Energyless Arceus VSTAR and draw for turn. Yeah. There's not really anything that I can do. I'll scoop. Yes.
That seems like the most logical thing to do at this point.
Yes, there is absolutely nothing that can save me from that Lugia swinging for 290 damage
Yeah, it's
every
crazy.
turn.
You think like, oh, maybe it's like you can't use it next turn. Like maybe that would actually be like a pretty decent downside. Then you have to retreat off the special energies. But no, you just keep using it.
Yep. Just keeps going. Yeah, my poor opening with the Arceus deck, sure enough, did me in that game. There was absolutely nothing I could do. I tried to get a Goodra up and going, and my game plan was to Roxanne Jesse and try and just tank with a Goodra for a while.
Try to
but
get through those 2 Lugias, because you're gonna probably win the tank war if it comes down to that.
but it doesn't matter because that deck plays so much Gust. With Serena and Boss's Orders, you don't even have to sacrifice consistency in order to play multiple Gust cards.
And you don't even like say you do, all that goes according to plan. Oh, you missed your big Parasol. Yveltal comes in out of nowhere and just takes the knockout.
Yes, Lugia. So to show what happened that game,
It's like the ultimate tempo deck.
Lugia got the turn 2 double Archeops Gust knockout. Turn 3,
I barely play any cards.
yeah, no, you Marnied once.
And I did the attack to draw 3.
You Marnied once, yes. You
I didn't
used
even
the
crawl
attack to draw 3, and then you were able to get the turn 2 Gust 1-hit KO, turn 3 Gust 1-hit KO, and then turn 4 win. Yep.
I got a little lucky with that second one because I top decked the Serena there, but still, I mean, there's 5 Gust cards in the deck, so it's not too. And if I hadn't needed to use Luminion there to go grab my supporter, I could have had that as a potential. Even if I had a ball card, that's another way to get a Gust card out of your deck. So I'm saying, like, you eat up the bench spots so much just with the Archeops. With the 2 Archeops and the backup Lugia, you really only have like 2 bench spots to play with. So there's not really room. And like, you could probably honestly get through a game with just 1 Archeops if you needed to. Like, just because the combination of that and attaching from hand, you could definitely get through a game with 1. So even if you have to VSTAR for 1, I think that's honestly like still fine. Which kind of makes me want to play like just one random Bibarel for like sometimes just like be able to like have that extra bit of draw. And some matchups you don't really need to accelerate 4 special energies in play every turn. Maybe some 1 prize decks. So yeah, I could see playing like 1 Bibarel, not even a Bidoof, just 1 Bibarel.
Let's get into game 2. I'm going to choose to go first.
Yep.
And we're hoping for a better start.
No basic.
Okay. I've got 1. Looks good.
That would have honestly been a fine hand if I had a basic, because you could have Serena both the Archeops in the discard pile, draw like 3 cards.
Okay. Excellent. Now I'm the one getting mulligans. Beautiful. I've got a pretty strong opening hand, but no energy, which is the way it goes with Arceus, isn't it? Let me run the prediction real quick.
Okay.
Oh, is there someone in the chat running the prediction? Let's see. That would be sick.
Good job, mods.
Oh, thank you, mods. Yes.
You can take your 1 mulligan if you'd like.
Yes. I'll take my mully. And good luck. Draw for turn. And thankfully, we were able to find an energy off the top of the deck. We've got a strong-looking opening hand with a whole bunch of supporter options. Culver's Experiment, Marnie, and Serena, and a bunch of search cards, too. I think that I'm going to start by using Quick Ball, and I will Quick Ball away Serena. And I'm going to search my deck for an Arceus V to put it onto my bench. The Serena seems like a fine card to get rid of. You really don't need a lot of Gust in this deck. And Jesse's going to have the Lugias in the active. So I won't need to worry too much about bringing them up into the active. I'll attach water energy from my hand to my benched Arceus, and I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. Got another Lugia. Very cool. I'm not sure if I want to attach this Tool Jammer in my hand. It could act as like a damage modifier in case, like if he does play down a Big Charm. But I also just like having the spots open for my choice belts. So I don't think I'm going to attach it. I think this is just a research hand. I could Serena, but that doesn't seem very strong. I need to be able to find my Archeops. So I'm hoping I didn't prize one of my Lugia V-Stars, since I have to discard one here. But I'm going to go ahead and research, discard my hand, and draw 7. Not a horrible research. Could be worse. Okay. Got an Ultra Ball, so I can at least go get one Archeops and discard it with Read the Wind. I think I will Ultra Ball away Serena and...
Some tough discards here, turn 1.
Yeah.
Especially...
I'm definitely going to attach Powerful Colorless to Lugia. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll just discard Ultra Ball away Serena and Boss. Serena's a better card to keep since he's only really got like V Pokemon in his deck generally. I will go grab Archeops. Actually, let me look through my deck first. Yeah, with the Ultra Ball, I am going to grab Archeops, but let me look through my deck real quick just to see what my Aurora count is mainly is the thing I want to check. I think I had to discard one. Yeah, that's fine. This is why you play the Hiding Dark Energy, because you need that extra energy requirement for Yveltal. I have Charizard in the deck, and I have Yveltal, so that's good. Cool, and I got Luminion and Crobat. So yeah, with the Ultra Ball, I will just go ahead and get the Archeops.
Yeah, that turn 1 attack on the Lugia is incredibly strong. Even if the Lugia gets knocked out, the ability to just fill your hand 3 more
Draw
cards.
3, discard something, like...
Super good.
It's honestly the best thing you can do on going second with this deck.
Definitely. It is very strong.
And then I will use Read the Wind, discard a card from my hand, and draw 3.
How many cards are in your hand?
I have 6.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. Good top deck for me there. I've got Evolution Incense and Ultra Ball, as well as a Marnie. And I'm thinking that I'm going to Marnie to try and disrupt Jesse's hand after drawing those extra cards.
Ooh.
I'll play Evolution Incense, and off the Evolution Incense, I'm going to get Arceus VSTAR. And then I will Ultra Ball away Culrus's Experiment and Crystal Cave to go get Hisuian Goodra V-Star and shuffle my deck. Feeling much stronger about this turn 2 than I was feeling about my opening last game.
Yeah, it's about as bad as you could open last game.
Yes, that was quite horrendous.
No Arceus, no energy, no draw supporter.
Yeah, bad.
There was nothing.
I'll evolve my Arceus V into Arceus V-Star. I'll evolve my Goodra V into Goodra V-Star, and I'll play Marnie. And I'll get 5 cards, while Jesse will get 4. And sure enough, I need to use my Starbirth V-Star power to go get the cards that I need in order to attack this turn. So off of Arceus's Starbirth, I'm going to grab Double Turbo Energy and Switch.
I always like to joke, Arceus V-Star power should just say, search your deck for a double colorless and one other card.
Yep. I'll attach my double turbo energy to Arceus V-Star and play Switch to get that Arceus V-Star into the active spots. Then I will Quick Ball, discarding Water Energy. to go search my deck for Radiant Gardevoir and put it onto my bench.
That's kind of annoying.
And then I will use Trinity Nova for 180 damage. Oh boy. And I will accelerate a water energy and 2 metal energy to my benched Goodra VSTAR. This is feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
We're chilling.
That's about where you want to be with the Goodra deck.
Yep.
We'll draw for turn here. Okay, I got bailed out with that top deck. Thank goodness. I will go ahead and Ultra Ball away Arceus and double turbo. I think I will just grab Crobat here. I don't see a reason to get Luminion over Crobat. This about gets me the same amount of cards. There's a good chance I found a draw supporter off this too. So, oops. Yeah, so off the Ultra Ball, I will go get Crobat V. Honestly, could just grab the Lugia V-Star there and start attacking, but my hand is dead, so I either want a draw supporter off this Crobat or at least just another way to get Lugia in play, Lugia V-Star. So I need to do 3 powerful colorless energies and a choice belt, or 4 powerful colorless energies. So that's quite a lot. So I will go ahead and attach powerful colorless for turn there to Lugia, and then Dark Asset for 5. Okay, cool. Got Lugia V-Star, so I will evolve and use Summoning Star to put 2 Archeops onto my bench. I will use Primal Turbo to search my deck for 2 special energies and attach them to one of my Pokemon. So I have Choice Belt in my hand, so with 3, that's 280, 310, minus 20. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to get V-Guard energy. That feels like a waste. He's going to get knocked out anyways. But I don't really want to get any of the other energies, so I guess I will get V-Guard. Yeah. So I will accelerate with Archeops, Powerful Colorless, and V-Guard energy. And then I will use the other Primal Turbo to just get a
Yeah, Lugia is nuts, man. It's consistent turn 2, double Archeops, 280. I mean, it can do this every single game.
Yes.
Like with ease.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah.
I will just accelerate 1 Powerful Colorless on the Lugia. Yeah, cool. Got to really make sure. I think that's going to be like the main, I guess, like skill of the Lugia deck is making sure you manage your energies correctly. Because honestly, other than that, it's kind of just like turboing out your Lugia and just start swinging.
Definitely.
And having the right like tech attackers in the deck for whatever people try to counter Lugia with.
It's easy to see how Lugia is very popular. I mean, this deck just...
It's pretty fun to play, too,
yeah,
honestly.
it just
Maybe
pops
it's just
off.
because new. But,
yeah.
I think I don't see a reason not to just go ahead and bench Yveltal here. And then I will just attach Choice Belts. And I'll use Tempest Dive for 200, I think, let's see, 280, 310, minus 20, so 290.
Yep. And that's a knockout. Goodbye, Arceus. Jesse will take 2 prizes. I'll promote my Hisuian Goodra V-Star and draw for turn. I really need to find one of my parasols so that the Veltal does not just
I'm hoping you can't do that.
make its way into the active spots and take a big KO. I've got these energies in my hands, but I also need to prepare for the fact that I might whiff the Parasol off of this Marnie, because all I'm going to do is draw 5 cards. So maybe I want to get an energy attachment to a different Pokemon other than this Goodra, since the extra energy isn't even really going to matter this turn. So I think that's what I'm doing. I'll play Marnie, and I'll shuffle my hand, put it at the bottom of my deck, and I'll draw 5. Okay. I did whiff the Parasol, so this is quite sketchy. But now I have to decide what I'm going to do with this hand that I do have. I can attach V-Guard energy to the Arceus or to the Goodra and just say, you won't do it. You drew into the special energy and you won't be able to accelerate it. I could say that.
Good.
That's fine. I think I kind of just have to commit that. Otherwise, I can Ultra Ball, go get another Arceus, and say I just have to find
Double turbo.
Double Turbo the following turn. Yeah.
That's a hard spot to be in.
It is. I'm going to Ultra Ball away Path to the Peak and Metal Energy. I think I do need to build up another attacker, you know.
Yeah, probably.
I think I just lose this game if you just attack with that Yveltal. So I'm going to grab Arceus V and put it onto my bench. And that's the thing, is this Goodra deck doesn't have a lot of draw power.
No.
So
You're definitely relying on your guys not getting one shot.
Yep.
Because if you guys aren't getting one shot, you have time to build up your hand with Colress, and
the turn 2 1-hit KO is very aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm going to attach V-Guard energy to my Arceus V and Rolling Iron for 200 damage, minus 30, 170, and the knockout. And I'll take 2 prizes.
I will promote Yveltal, draw for turn. So one cool thing about this Lugia deck is Collapse lets you remove your Crobat from play, and then your Lugia attack can discard the Collapse, so you can free up that bench spot, which is kind of cool. I will go ahead and bench Radiant Charizard and play Collapse Stadium to discard Crobat. And then I will evolve to Lugia VSTAR. I will use one Primal Turbo. To get an Aurora Energy and a Hiding Dark Energy. And then I will use the other Primal Turbo to go get Aurora Energy and Double Colorless.
Man, that is a double turbo, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'll do the whole thing again.
Man,
so off the Archeops, I will get Double Turbo Energy and Aurora Energy. And then off the other Archeops, I'll get Hiding Dark Energy and another Aurora Energy. And then I will go ahead and use Amazing Destruction to knock out your Pokemon.
Yeah. Would have been nice to find that Parasol, but unfortunately we did not. And now my Goodra goes down. I'll promote Arceus V with the V-Guard energy and draw for turn. That's a pretty good top deck for me. But I do need to draw very well. I'll bench Goodra V and I will Roxanne. Yeah, this is just absolutely decimation. Like, there's nothing I can do, bro.
Yeah, this deck's broken for sure. Yeah, when I was solitaring it the last couple days, I just was like, because you can kind of imagine game states if you played enough.
Yeah.
And it just like, I was trying to figure out what the downside is. Of the
Nope,
deck.
none. Lugia's broken. It's absolutely jacked, dude.
I
The
feel
fact that
like
you could
sticking
pivot.
Temple, I think, would be the easy way to do it, but you just discard the stadium for your attack, so it like almost doesn't matter. I think it'll still be a good tech against it though to stop you from getting one shot, but
I'll draw 6, and you get 2. And I'll evolve into Arceus VSTAR. And I will pass.
I'll use Amazing Destruction to knock you out.
And that's it.
Good game, sir.
That is it. Yep.
You know a deck's good when it feels bad as the person playing the deck to say good game when you like.
It was not a good game.
When saying good game sounds toxic, that's how you know the deck is good. Good game, man.
Oh,
Should have bought some Lugias.
You should have bought some Lugias for
I don't know what to
sure.
that's what I'm gonna tell people at the first regional. Should have brought some Lugias, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
That was an absolute decimation.
Yeah, that went about how I thought it was gonna go. I was just like, I feel like you need to find a lot to be able to combat like what I like the arsenal of this deck.
Absolutely nuts. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Big Parasol is gonna be like the tech. I mean, it's so good against so many decks right now.
there's 2 in here. It's just the thing is that
But I also have Tool Jammer. So.
you're forcing
I
me
also-
right. There's two big parasols in here. You're forcing me to find those on the exact right turn.
And I'm using a 1 prize Pokemon. So you take 1 prize and you have to knock it out. If you don't knock it out, then I'll just do it again.
Goodra, I mean, this deck is literally the regional championship winning deck with just Serenas in it and a couple of V-Guards.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, this is your Salt Lake City regional championship winning list with like a couple extra cards in it. So, yeah, that could give you an idea of what this thing is capable of. For those of you saying Duraludon, I mean, you could just Yveltal the Duraludon VMAX.
Sure. Yeah, and you need to. I mean, it's going to have the same issues as that deck as finding your big Parasol. I mean, if anything, it's going to be harder because, well, I guess it'll be the same depending on how you build Duraludon. But yeah, I mean, sure, if you power up a Duraludon and get the big Parasol on it, then yeah, that could be a good counter for sure. But Lugia can also just play Path to the Peak too, and then they're just like. Yeah, I mean, Duraludon for sure will be something that's on my radar for sure as a deck that could counter this deck. I think Duraludon is one. I think Reggie's is another one. And I think the third one would just be playing like heavy like Temple of Sinnoh and yeah. Or something like maybe like Flying Pikachu. Because I'm not playing Dunsparce. You can see how filled your bench can get with this. Like playing Dunsparce, like I don't have it in my deck. And even if I do have it, like forcing myself to get it on top of having to get my Archeops out. So I think maybe Flying Peak could still be really good, or just any kind of lightning attacker in general.
Nah, bro, you could just play Dunsparce.
Yeah,
I don't think lightning attackers are gonna make any difference.
I mean, it was the same thing. I mean, yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know.
No, it's not the same thing because Palkia couldn't play Dunsparce.
Well, I was gonna compare like when Arc Pika Decidueye was popular and people wouldn't play Dunsparce and Arcantelion.
I think people
and that ended up winning Worlds. So.
People will play a Dunsparce in their Lugia deck. It's obvious.
People weren't playing it in their Arceus deck.
Bro, I know, but that's because fighting was off, and then Decidueye was like the secret sauce, right?
I don't know, man. I'm not playing Dunsparce in my deck.
Well, yeah, but I think people at large
sure
will.
I mean, it's the thing is like I guess the point is like you can play it is what you're trying. Like I mean, you can just play the one card that turns off your weakness.
Yup. You can play that card.
You know how tight decks are and stuff. Like I think people will get greedy and cut it. So it'll be another classic debate of do you want to play thinking people will just cut it, or do you want to play just play the Lugia deck because the deck's just broken. I'm leaning more towards the Lugia side personally.
Let's run it again.
Then you got to think like, how am I going to win the Lugia mirror? So yeah, I don't know.
let's run it against Giratina.
Okay.
That's just, this stream, I think we might as well. We haven't really had a time to just show off how broken Lugia is. We might as well just run it through the gauntlet and show just how broken this new archetype is. So
I'll post this list. This list will go on the Discord after the stream.
yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely check out the list. I'm a big fan of this list a lot. I also put it on my Twitter, but it'll be on the Discord too.
Yep. Yes, awesome stuff. This is the new standard.
I think this is going to be the way to honestly, like early on, I think this is going to be the way. I mean, you have two just absolutely insane attacks with the Yveltal and the Radiant Charizard.
I really like that. The list that I have is more tanky and leaning towards V-Guard Energy and Radiant Gardevoir, but guess who doesn't care about those cards?
I mean, I still have
Yveltal,
V-Guard, but...
No, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just like taking knockouts, yeah.
Yeah, Yveltal and Radiant Charizard do not care.
One thing I kind of want to do is put in some more choice belts. There's only 2 in this list because you want one for Lugia and you want one for Charizard, so sometimes it can be hard to find the choice belt for the Charizard late game.
Yeah.
But you need to find room for the Tool Jammers, so...
Right.
I feel like playing a split of Tool Jammer and Belt is pretty good.
Curious to see if Giratina can keep up. There's just a couple of Temple of Sinnoh in this deck, so that's our answer to the V-Guard energy so that we can still do 280 and take our knockouts. And that's basically the update. There's not really a lot else different in this deck. It is just good old Giratina as we have come to see it. I do think that after that pitiful performance from Arceus, Goodra, I think Arceus is dead. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there.
I don't know about that, but
Arceus, you're gonna have to pair it with
think it'll be like
Beedrill or something.
It'll be like early Lost Origins where like it doesn't see play at all, and then people will come around to like finding like the best way to play it, and then because that's what ended up happening with Lost Origin. It wasn't like anywhere, which is why I was considering Vikavolt for what was after Peoria, the first Lost Origins regional.
Salt Lake.
Yeah, Salt Lake. No, not Salt Lake. The one before that.
I don't remember.
Whatever. Because the one bad match of Vigavolt took was Arceus, but then people figured out the best way to play Arceus was just with Goodra, which I would have never thought, honestly, because I thought Goodra was pretty stinky. I still don't think it's like amazing, but it is very, very good against like Reggies and all the one prize stuff for sure. Like, definitely feels like Duraludon in a way, but anyways.
Yeah, maybe Regigigas.
I think Arceus will come around. It'll just be finding out the best way to play. I honestly think like Arceus Pika, like the deck that got second, like Arceus Pika with a Espeon, because Espeon makes you can't get one shot by Yveltal, and you can't get one shot by the bees.
I don't think any of it's fast enough, bro. I don't think any of it. Dude, 2-hit KOing a Lugia just feels so bad.
Well, you 1-hit KO. I mean, I guess if they have to get down.
You have to set up. Lugia can go turn 2 Gust knockout so easily. It feels so bad. You feel like you're
sticking with an early path, though. I mean,
you feel like you're at such a disadvantage.
The Arc Pika deck plays like 4 path, I think.
I know. The Lugia list I have has 4 Collapse Stadium in it. And all you need to do is use your ability.
I have Pumpkaboo in my deck, too.
Exactly. So. You just need to use your ability once, and that's it. And then you're basically Roxanne proof.
Sure.
You're path proof. It doesn't matter because you just Archeops some energy into play. Sure. And yeah, man, I don't know. It feels super duper broken for sure.
I'm just trying to not make people feel hopeless, okay?
No, hopeless with your Arceus. Definitely, yeah, you can put that card in your binder.
Nah.
Yeah. Arceus is definitely a put that card in your binder. It's over for Arceus, right? Yeah.
Who would have thought we'd be saying that?
Oh, yeah. Arceus is power crept out for sure. Lugia, well, the thing is, Lugia is the new Arceus. Arceus used to be cool because you could, power up anything with it. Now Lugia
can do the same thing.
Could just Archeops, and then Archeops is way better at accelerating energy into play than Arceus
Special energy is pretty good, especially when you can get 4 into play whenever you want.
Yep. Yeah. Arceus is now, the worst way to get energy into play,
Too slow, man.
Too slow.
You gotta attack to get your energy in play? Nah.
Yeah, disaster.
I just want them in play immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Heads or tails?
I'll go heads.
I will go first.
And this is with me going second most games. Too.
Yep.
If that tells you anything.
I know.
I'm just a go second magnet. I don't know why.
I'm not trying to see that deck going first, bro.
Why not? Come on. I want my broken go first decks to actually be able to go first.
Nah, we're cool, bro. Yeah, we're cool. Honestly, Archeops could have still been good, even if it got like one special energy into play. And the fact that it gets 2 is so insane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean like, yeah, just one, yeah.
If it accelerating 2 from the deck is so nuts. You're just like, let's go get all my special energy into play turn 2.
Because 1 can still get like 3 energy in play, like with double turbo. Like, you can still get a double turbo
I
plus
know.
something. And that's 3 energies right there. Plus 1 from hand, that's 4 energies out of nowhere.
It's nuts. Yup.
Maybe I'll start something other than a Lugia this game. Nope.
All right, I'll take my mulligan.
Good luck.
And good luck. I'll draw for turn. We're going to start off with a capture energy. And I'm just looking for a good old Comfy. We'll put that Comfy straight onto my bench. And it's time to start selecting some flowers. Really hoping for a Battle VIP pass in order to get more Pokemon into play. That'd be fantastic. Yep. I'll retreat Sableye into Comfy and use flower selecting. We find Battle VIP pass. We'll Lost Zone. That's Scoop Up Nets. Cool. And I will play Battle VIP Pass. And off of the Battle VIP Pass, I just want to get more consistency cards. I'm thinking maybe this Radiant Greninja and another Comfy would be pretty good. All right, so I'm going to grab Radiant Greninja and Comfy.
Ooh, the Japanese one looks so nice.
I know.
I love that. That's crazy. That looks so pretty.
I know. Man, incredible.
Japanese, they know how to do cards for sure.
That's for sure. Love it. I'll get Radiant Greninja and Comfy and put them onto my bench. Now we just want to find, hopefully, some Giratinas. Ramp up cards in my Lost Zone. And prepare to try and do some stuff on turn 2. I'll concealed cards, discarding the grass energy to draw 2. And then I'll scoop up net Comfy, promote another Comfy, and flower selecting. And, that's fine. The Mirage Gates or the Comfy. I'm probably good to let the Mirage Gate go. Keep this Comfy. So we'll Lost Zone the Mirage Gates. And then bench Comfy and play Switch. And flower selecting. We'll Lost Zone a Scoop Up Net to keep another Scoop Up Nets. And I'll bench my third Comfy, Scoop Up Nets, and promote the fresh Comfy to flower selecting. And we'll Lost Zone that. And I'll bench my other Comfy again and Escape Rope to flower selecting. And off of that, we'll Lost Zone the Roxanne. So I'm at 5 in the Lost Zone now, which is cool. And then I'm going to Ultra Ball away. Well, I guess I think I've got all 4 scoop up nets down. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 in here.
Yep, that's not great.
You got a lot in the lost zone on turn 1, though.
I did. I was able to get 5
You're
cards in the
kind of
lost
there,
zone.
basically.
It's pretty good, but I do need to find a Colress's experiment.
That's kind of funny. You've gone through like almost 30 cards, I feel like, in no Colress.
Yeah. I'll Ultra Ball
You
away.
need to find it this turn, though.
I'll Ultra Ball away Cramorant and Water Energy. Grab a Giratina V, and I'll put it onto my bench. Okay. And I'll pass to you.
Okay. Draw for turn. Ultra Ball away. I think I will go ahead and play Collapse Stadium.
Okay. And
to make it so both players can only have 4 bench Pokemon.
that's fine. I'm thinking we'll send away the Sableye.
Okay. Ultra Ball away Boss and Double Turbo to go search my deck for any Pokemon. So just trying to count my energies here. 2, so 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4. Okay, so all 4 powerful and all 4 Aurora are in the deck, so that's cool. We got Crobat, Luminion, Oranguru. Now let's check Yveltal and Charizard. They're both prized. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I think it's got to be a Crobat here. So we will go ahead and fish out. With the Ultra Ball, I will get Crobat.
I already feel like I'm at such a big disadvantage. Just like, look, honestly,
The Arita Art Inspires Fear.
I've got Giratina VSTAR on my side of the board, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't think I can beat Lugia.
Giratina, that card, that's so 1 month ago.
Washed. Yeah, this thing's washed. It's all about
280
this
damage
thing
and
now.
instantly knocking out a Pokemon.
Yeah, man. This thing
that's
has
not
to
very
work
good.
way too hard. That thing, so easy.
I'll attach V-Guard, and I think I will put Tool Jammer so I can draw more cards. Also stops your Air Balloon, which is nice. Since you're out of a Scoop of Nuts, that might be pretty good. I will Dark Asset for 5 cards. Okay. I'll Ultra Ball away. There's 3 Lugia, so I can afford to discard 1 V-Star. I'll Ultra Ball away Aurora and V-Star to go get an Archeops. And then I will Quick Ball the Archeops to go get a basic Pokemon, put it onto my bench. I think I'll just go get another Lugia. So now I do not want to bench anything else because I only have 2 bench spots left.
Right. You have
So
to keep those
I
bench spots
maybe
open.
it maybe was correct to not play the collapse down, especially knowing that I was gonna have to Crobat there. But
You're chilling.
it'll be fine. We'll draw the nuts off this Marnie. All right, and then I will play Marnie.
Okay. Shuffle our hands.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Yeah.
I draw 5, you draw 4. Okay. And then I will use Read the Wind to discard a card from my hand and draw. I don't want to discard Marnie. Yeah, I'll use Read the Wind to discard Serena and draw 3 cards.
Cool. I'll draw for turn. I'll use Radiant Greninja's concealed cards to discard a Psychic Energy and draw 2. Then I'll play Colress's Experiments.
There's the Colress.
Yeah, there they are. Off of Colress's Experiments, I'm going to Lost Zone Cramorant and Luminion, and I'll keep Quick Ball, Giratina VSTAR, and Colress's Experiments.
Now you're at that magic 7.
Yes, we are there. 7 cards in the Lost Zone now, which is pretty good. I'll play Mirage Gates. Search my deck for 2 basic energy of different types and attach them to my Pokemon. So I'll get Grass and Psychic and attach them to my benched Giratina V. And then I need to find a switch card off of this Flower Selecting. I'll Flower Selecting. It's not good. Yep, nope. Yeah, pretty much can guarantee not attack this turn. So send the Colress to the Lost Zone. And then I'll capture energy and retreat. And Flower Selecting again. Send that to the Lost Zone. Can evolve into Giratina VSTAR. And we've got 9 cards in the Lost Zone, so we're not quite there for the VSTAR power. We kind of just have to bide our time for one more turn. So I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. I thought for sure you were going to attack there, so that's why I discarded the Serena, but now I'm kind of wishing I had it.
I thought for sure I was going to attack there too.
I will evolve to Lugia V-Star. I will play Evolution Incense. Search my deck for any evolution Pokemon. I will get Arceus with the Evolution Incense. And then I will quick ball away the Arceus for... I don't really need anything. I don't think I'm going to take anything. Actually, I will take the Luminion. Because I'm going to free up my bench with Collapse Stadium here off my attack. And then I'll have room to play the Luminion down. I'm going to go back into the deck. I'm going to use Summoning Star, Lugia's V-Star power, to put 2 colorless Pokemon onto my bench. So I'll put 2 Archeops there. And then I will use Primal Turbo to... use Primal Turbo to put a double colorless, and a capture energy.
That is a double turbo, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll use Primal Turbo to accelerate capture energy and double turbo to my Lugia. And then I will use my other Primal Turbo to put 2 powerful colorless energy onto my bench Lugia. I'm trying to put all my like energies that aren't really that strong onto my active, since he's gonna get probably Giratina. He's gonna get Star Requiemed, so
It's going down.
oh yeah. And then second thought, I don't think I am going to discard the stadium. I feel like it hurts you more than it hurts me.
Probably.
I could still attach from hand, but I don't think I will. I will just go ahead and use Tempest Dive for 200 damage for the knockout.
All right. Comfy goes down. Jesse takes a prize. And I'll promote Giratina VSTAR. I'll draw for turn. And I'm feeling pretty strong about what I've got going on right now. There are 2 powerful colorless energy on that benched Lugia V. So, and this one's got a double turbo energy. So the odds of this one being able to ramp up and 1-hit KO my Giratina is very low. I've got not enough cards in the Lost Zone to be able to... Oh, yeah, I can just use my Lost Impact. Duh. All right. So let's start off with Radiant Greninja's concealed cards. I'll draw 2. And then I will quick ball Culver's Experiments to go search my deck for Giratina V and put it onto my bench. Going to attach a water energy from my hand to Giratina VSTAR and play Boss's Orders to bring up your Lugia V on the bench with the 2 powerful colorless energy.
So I guess there was really no point accelerating those powerful energies, honestly. I don't know. Still learning with this deck.
I'll play Ordinary Rod to shuffle Psychic and Grass energy into the deck, as well as a Sableye. And then I'm thinking, do we want to put 2 more energy in the deck now while I have it? Probably. I'll Ordinary Rod again to put Grass energy and Water energy back into the deck. So that way I've got plenty of energy cards to be able to not only Mirage Gates, but also attach and also concealed cards. So lots of options there. If I get my hand disrupted, that'll be fine. And then I will use Lost Impact. I'll send the Grass energy and the Water energy to the Lost Zone, putting me up to 11.
So he's at 10 in the Lost Zone, so which is the max that you need. There's no point in counting past that. So.
Yep, so we're at 10. And I'll take my 2 prizes.
I'll promote Lugia VSTAR and draw for turn. This would be a really good time for my Veltal, but I did prize it. I did get the Radiant Charizard, though, so if I can find my Choice Belt, then I could take the knockout here. So I will go ahead and bench Radiant Charizard. And I will use one of my Primal Turbos. To put, let's see, I need 3 energies. So I'll put 1 Aurora and 1 V-Guard energy onto my Radiant Charizard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that you can just whip up the Charizard out of nowhere.
Definitely.
Super gnarly for sure.
Because all you need is the 1 Aurora. The rest can be colorless.
Yep.
Which is nice. And then I will attach a Capture Energy to Charizard. And no, actually, no, I won't attach the Capture. I'll attach Powerful Colorless to Lugia for turn. And then I will use the other Primal Turbo to just accelerate another Aurora to Charizard.
Makes sense. And then you can retreat the double
Yep.
turbo off. Yep.
And then I can swing for, I could potentially swing for, well, I guess the map doesn't really end up mattering, but either way. Yeah, that might have not been correct there, but we'll go with it. Yeah, I'm definitely still learning. Like I said, I think the thing will come with this Lugia deck. The way to play it well is managing your energies correctly. Yeah, probably wasn't correct, honestly, but we'll roll with it. I could Marnie here to try to conserve my energy and my Luminion, but I really want to hit the Choice Belt here. So I think I'm going to just Research, honestly. So I'm just going to play Professor's Research to discard my hand and draw 7.
Did not find the choice belts.
It's unfortunate.
That is tough.
That's okay. We will just go ahead and retreat to the Giratina and do Combustion Blast for 250.
You retreated to Charizard, not Giratina.
Oh my lord. Bear with me, chat. I'm going to attach Tool Jammer to Radiant Charizard. I'm going to retreat into Radiant Charizard and use Combustion Blast for 250 damage.
Sheesh.
Still pretty good.
There we go. 250 damage onto Giratina VSTAR. And I'll draw for turn. I've got a Giratina VSTAR in my hand. I'll evolve. And I'll play Culrus's Experiments. Okay. Off of the Culrus's Experiment, I've got a bunch of good cards. Temple of Sinnoh is quite good if we can get it to stick at all, but Jesse's got a pretty big hand. The Sableye isn't really doing a lot for me right now. I think keeping the Mirage Gate, the Temple of Sinnoh, and the Grass Energy feels correct. So I'll send those 2 guys to the Lost Zone. Do I want to... Gosh. V-starring the Charizard feels silly.
Yes. At the very least, I'm putting up a 1-prize Pokemon.
Yeah, that feels terrible. It also feels terrible getting rid of that Sableye now, which is like kind of instant regret for me.
Can reverse it if you want.
No, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm chilling. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to end up using the Sableye. So I can Mirage Gate and Lost Impact this thing. But then if you gust this, then
I
go
don't
there.
really have a way to one-shot
Anymore.
anymore.
Right. That
because
ship
of this
is kind
tool
of sailed.
jammer, and I had to
Yeah.
get in 2 powerful colorless went
Right.
away.
That ship is kind of sailed. So,
Yeah, so
I think I'm going to Mirage Gates.
which is where I messed up, honestly. I either should not have attached the tool jammer, or I should have kept enough energy in play so when I do find the Yveltal, I can use that to take a one-shot.
All right,
But
we'll Mirage Gate
hindsight.
to the Giratina.
Giratina definitely gets in these awkward spots a lot for me sometimes. Like, I feel like if you're not, like, taking multiple prizes every turn, it feels really awkward.
Oh, yeah.
You can just run out of resources so fast.
Yep. You betcha. I'll attach a Grass Energy to my benched Giratina VSTAR, and I will Lost Impact. Take my prize.
Okay. Promote Lugia. Draw for turn. And I will use Evolution Incense to go just search for another evolution Pokemon. I will get Arceus, and then I will quick ball away Arceus to go get another Lugia V, and then I will use Primal Turbo to put Powerful Colorless and Double Turbo on Lugia.
The first Lugia is definitely the scariest. Like the
Definitely,
one with all the powerful colorless on it. After that, it's like things get a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, I agree. And then I will attach Aurora for turn and discard Ultra Ball. And then I will just go ahead and Tempest Dive. And I think I will discard the Collapse now.
Sounds good. All right, you take 2 prizes. And I'll promote Coffee. Draw for turn. I'll Flower Selecting. Going to send this card to the Lost Zone. Attached to Giratina. Headbutt Tantrum your benched Lugia V. Play Switch into Giratina VSTAR. And do you have a way to one-hit KO my Giratinas now?
No.
Oh, because there's a double turbo. Yeah. Never mind.
This is my last Powerful Colorless Energy.
Yeah, that's your last one. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I could have counted them out, but I wanted to just...
Nah.
I figure you knew better than me.
Yeah, definitely don't. That's going to be my detriment this game. Not one-shotting any of your guys.
I'll put Temple of Sinnoh in play. Actually, I think I should hold Temple of Sinnoh. Yeah. All right. And I will star Requiem for the knockouts and take my 2 prize cards, going to 1 prize remaining.
Okay, Drew, I'll bench another Lugia, evolve to Lugia V-Star, and then I'll play Serena, discarding Quick Ball and Research to draw till I have 5 in my hand. I'll use Primal Turbo. I'm pretty sure I'm out of energy. Yeah. Unfortunately, I ran out of energy, so I will not be able to announce another attack this game. So that is game.
Let me see. I did top deck an energy, so I was going to be able. I actually did not have an energy in my hand either.
I figured you were
But,
definitely
yeah.
low too, but
I did have some though.
I made a
bunch of
lot of
nuts.
mistakes that game for sure. The first was there's definitely no reason to accelerate the powerful colorless onto the bench Lugia there because like what's the point when I can just do it next turn? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's like I guess the one thing I would play around is if you gusted up one of the Archeops, but if you do that, then you leave my active with energy on it. So
Exactly.
that was definitely the main mistake. Definitely should not have done that. It almost just like feels too ridiculous that like you can do that all at once. So like I'm thinking like, okay, I should preload some energies
Like
here.
surely I should because I can.
Because I can,
right?
yeah. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, definitely was bad because then I wasn't in combination with having the because what's easy to remember is 2 power for colorless plus choice belt, 1-shots, VSTARs. Or if you don't have choice belt, then you need 3 power for colorless energy. So you either need to get 2 and a choice belt or 3 power for colorless, and then because your Lugia needs to take at least 1-shot generally, I feel like.
Yeah. Or you're running out of steam.
If you don't do that, then yeah, you're gonna run out of steam for sure.
Right, and then the Charizard
Missing
missed
the
choice
belt
belt.
there
There were a
bad.
couple
That's kind of
things.
why I really would like to play 3 because
I think
I feel
3
like
is good.
I feel like I always want to get 1 on Charizard and 1 on Lugia, and just having 2 in this deck's not like being able to fish things out.
Charizard's literally pointless with that one. Like,
yeah, kind of.
Pretty much.
I mean, you can what you can do a lot is just Serena up a V with Charizard, and Charizard can win the game that way.
It's true.
But yeah, if you want to knock out a V-Star, then Charizard is also I think just really good because it's not reduced by V-Guard energy, which I think a lot of people will be relying on to not let their V-Star get knocked out. So yeah, definitely not the. But it's crazy. Like I feel like I know exactly what I did wrong. I feel like if I don't do that, then I'm definitely going to be in a way better spot. So I'm going to try to go first this game and just like,
stunt on me.
Yep, that's the plan. So
yes. Yeah, and Yveltal was prized. There's a couple things that just didn't play to your advantage that game.
yeah.
And then the decision with the powerful colorless energy, allowing me to get the first gust, really made a big difference that game. Oh, Luigi, oops, I paid out the wrong winners.
Way to go.
Sorry, guys. I was just expecting to lose.
I mean, at least you didn't pay out like the 15% because I mean the 15%ers are definitely mad, but you gave it to the majority. 85% of the people are happy right now.
Yeah. 85% of the people just got free free tricky points.
There should be like a disclaimer when you bet that like bet at your own risk.
I know,
streamer could make mistakes.
Streamer always clicks the wrong thing. Yeah. Oops. Well, it's fine. Usually it goes poorly for the haters. This time the haters got paid. So yeah.
Let's be fair. Lugia definitely should have won that for sure. So I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, I didn't click on.
Blame the mods. They should have done it first.
Yo, we can't blame them, bro.
What do you mean?
Come on, the mods. They work hard, man.
$0 an hour.
They work hard, bro. Yeah, that's part of the odds that I might misclick.
No, there's no heavy ball in the deck. I don't know why you would. Well, I guess. Yeah, it might not be horrible.
Did I do the. I didn't do the. Oh, Tina Lugia or Tina?
We need a mods help stat.
Oh, man.
You can
bro.
refund it.
I know. That's what I'm about to do, man. This is tragic.
Most people voting for the Tina Lugia because it's both decks.
Yeah, we got a refund. All right. Here. Who will win this game? Tina or Luigi?
Or Luigi.
There you go. Good stuff. This poll was rigged.
You'll forget about it in a couple hours.
We'll be chill. Yeah. All my hard-earned points.
I definitely am always broke because I'm horrible at predicting. I'm so bad. I stay broke.
All right, here we go. Tina's about to run the table.
Yeah, right.
You're going first?
I'm gonna go first. Yep.
All right.
All right. No basic.
Sounds good to me. Loving these pink diamond dragon shields. Man,
Those are a good one. I like that one.
my Giratina deck looking real hot in these. Love it. Man, I wish that they would let us play with Japanese cards in regional championships.
That'd be sick.
My whole collection is pretty much Japanese at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All my Stater decks are Japanese, and then I only buy English cards of the cards that I have to play in regionals with. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, because I just need to be able to build them first for content, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you can take your one mulligan if you'd like.
I'll take my mulligan.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Draw for turn. Okay. Got a pretty good opening hand here. Quick balls would have liked like an evolution incense or a a ultra ball, but that's okay. Let's start with a capture energy onto Lugia. Search my deck for a basic Pokemon. Put it onto my bench. Okay, we've got Charizard and Yveltal. I think I will just go ahead and grab another Lugia. Yes. We've got, let's see, powerful colorless count is 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth's in my hand. Cool. It's definitely the most important energy to have early. So let's go ahead and get Lugia. Oh, I didn't show. Hold on. Off the capture energy, I will go ahead and grab Lugia V. Put that on my bench. I'm going to go back into the deck. I'm going to quick ball away Marnie to search for another basic. I'm just going to grab an Oranguru. Definitely a good card to get if you can afford to. Could go in with another quick ball. No, I'm going to save this quick ball in my hand in case I find a Arceus off this Crobat. Okay. And then I could quick ball and draw 5. Honestly, that doesn't seem too bad either. But I like to save. I like all these cards in my hand. So I think I'm just going to Crobat Dark Asset for 3 cards. Cool. I'll play Evolution Incense to go get Arceus. And then I will quick ball away Arceus.
And you can't put any more Pokemon
Nope.
onto your bench. Yep. This is where we have to stop.
Yep.
So you can get 2 Archeops into play next turn.
I'm just going to fail the quick ball.
Now, what if I played Collapse Stadium?
That wouldn't be good.
That would not be good, bro.
But you could play the game with 1, honestly. Like, you really can, I feel like. But yeah, that would definitely not be good for sure.
Right. It's going to be interesting Lugia Mirrors.
Yeah, definitely.
Where they are playing Collapsed, right? Sticking your opponent with the Collapsed so that they
Early.
can't get another Archeops
Yeah,
out.
like, yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Lugia ends up being as good as we think it's going to be, then you have to really think about the mirror, you know?
Definitely.
And then I will Primate Wisdom. And I'll pass to you.
I'll draw for turn. And I've got a solid opening hand with a Battle VIP pass, so
Nice.
I'll play it. Off of the Battle VIP pass, I definitely need to go get a Comfy, and I'm also thinking maybe a Radiant Greninja if it's in the deck. but it's looking like the Radiance Greninja is prized, so we're going to be leaning towards double Comfy, which is also fine, so that I can start using flower selecting. Off of the Battle VIP Pass, I will get 2 Comfy and put them directly onto my bench. And then unfortunately, I do not have a switch card in my hand, so we are going to have to retreat this Sableye in order to start selecting flowers. So I'll attach a Grass Energy to Sableye and retreat into Comfy.
Yep.
And use flower selecting. And sure enough, that's a good card to find. I'll Lost Zone. Yeah, you got that?
I got it.
Thank you, Jesse. I'll Lost Zone the Capture Energy and keep the Culver's Experiment. And then we'll play Culver's Experiment to look at the top 5 cards of my deck. And I can put 3 of them in my hands and 2 of them into the Lost Zone. I'm going to keep Culver's Experiment, Escape Rope, and my second Giratina V, and Lost Zone, Cramorant, and Lumineon V. So go up to 3 cards in the Lost Zone. I'll Escape Rope.
Escape Rope, eh? Guess it doesn't really matter. I actually think I will give you Crobat, because if you attack with Cramorant, I do not want Cramorant to hit into a Lugia, and this only has 1 retreat, so.
I'll Flower Selecting again. That's fine. Definitely going to have to... I think I can get rid of 1? Yeah, I can get rid of 1 energy. I haven't been wasteful yet. So I'll send that energy to the Lost Zone. Then I'll bench 2 Giratina V. How many cards are in your hand?
4.
4? Okay. And I'll play down a Temple of Sinnoh. Pass to you.
Okay, draw for turn. I definitely want to save this Yveltal, so I'm going to Primate Wisdom. Cool. Okay. Let's Ultra Ball away Capture Energy and Tool Jammer for an Arceus. Because then I can attach this Power for Colorless to Lugia, and then with 2 Archeops in play, I can accelerate 1 to retreat and then 1 to attack. So I will go ahead and play Research, discard my hand, and draw 7. Alright. It's not bad. Evolution Incense to go get Lugia, VSTAR, and Evolve. And then I will use Summoning Star to put 2 colorless Pokemon on my bench.
And sure enough, 2 Archeops.
I will use 1 Primal Turbo to put just the worst energy I can find. Dang, these are all good energies. It's gonna have to be a V-Guard energy onto Crobat, and then onto the Lugia. It's going to be two powerful colorless energies. But they don't do anything right now because of the stadium, which is a little bit of an issue.
I was going to say, that is quite greedy.
I'm going to use Arceus to accelerate a V-Guard and a powerful colorless energy onto Lugia.
I think that's fine. Yep. Yeah, I think ideally you want two powerful colorless on one and
yeah, two in the other.
two in the other.
That way Choice Spell lets you one shot.
Yep.
It is if I find it. And then I will retreat into... Yeah, man. Collapse would be so insane here. Just a discard Crobat.
For sure.
I will go ahead and use Tempest Dive. But I do get to... Oh, that's right. I get to discard it.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's insane. Yep.
Tempest Dive for 220 and discard the Temple.
Yep. And the Comfy goes down. You get your prize. I'll promote Comfy and draw for turn. I've got Culver's Experiments, so I'll look at the top 5 cards. Oh my god. That's just this is
all energy.
This is the worst Culver's.
That's honestly not that bad.
It's not good, bro. It is.
You just lost on the Tina in the water.
Well, yeah, but it's not
but
good.
You don't want you want other cards.
Yeah, man.
I guess I was thinking more as the lost zone targets weren't that bad. But you definitely didn't get any great cards.
Nothing useful. Like, I'm at 6 cards in the Lost Zone now. I need to find a switch card.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Or else I'm not attacking.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess I'm chilling. All right. So, I'll flower selecting.
Sure.
And we find Ordinary Rod and Mirage Gates. So, let's think about this real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to send the Ordinary Rod to the Lost Zone, keep Mirage Gates. And now it's party time. I'm going to evolve Giratina V into Giratina VSTAR and use Mirage Gates and hope that there are some energy left in my deck. And there are not.
Uh-oh.
I've got a Psychic and a Water, but there's no others, and I need to retreat and take a knockout.
Surely you have a switching card in that hand.
Of course I don't, because I hit none off that Culver's. Yes.
I thought maybe you still just had some.
No, man. So we're going to accelerate those. That is so sad.
Guess you could have kept the
If I kept the Rod, I could
was the
put
other
that
card?
one back in. It was a Mirage Gate.
Oh, yeah. You're definitely... That's a feels bad for sure.
And the thing is this would not have been a problem if I didn't Culver's into 4 energy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You're mad for sure.
Yeah, I'm mad. I just Culver's into 4 energy cards, bro. I would have had this knockout. Easy.
Well, you had the choice belt? You got another temple? Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It is pretty bad.
Pretty good for me.
Holy smokes.
It's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know?
I guess so. What are the odds? There are only 6 energy in my deck, and I found 4 off of that Culver's. All right.
Yeah, it sucks.
Let's
press F for Andrew.
Let's see. Yeah, that is quite regrettable. I'll attach this Psychic Energy to my Giratina V and pass to you.
I'll play Collapse Stadium.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't know. You just flashed me the Temple, so yeah, I'm not gonna hold it.
Yeah.
Temple to discard Crobat. No Gust though, so that's good for you at least. But I don't mind because I'm going back on even prizes, so that's cool. Well, maybe. Well, I have Primate Wisdom, so wait one sec. Let me start with let me do Primate Wisdom first. Primate Wisdom. This. Okay.
Should have Primate Wisdom before he collapsed.
Why?
Because you could Lavinian for boss. Did you just find that Ultra Ball?
Wait, how do I? No, my bench was full.
Oh, it was full. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you're tripping for sure.
Never mind.
Right now, I'm trying to think if I should Primal Turbo right now. But I don't want to get into the situation again where I just like throw away my energies for no reason. Like, there's no reason to.
There's really no reason to.
Other than to like thin my deck. So, what did I put on top again? Oh yeah. I actually want a new top deck, so I'm gonna Primo Turbo and fail it. Good player alert. Wee woo, wee
That's
woo.
sick. All right, yeah, the busted plays, bro. I don't think I genuinely don't know if I have enough energy to finish this game.
That's how Giratina feels sometimes. That's why I see some of these deck lists with like 12 energy, not even 13, and I'm like, how?
Ow.
Like 3 grass, 3 water, 4 psychic. Like you need at least 4 grass, 4 psychic.
I think that's probably where this list is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Probably. But
I think
I'm just copying what I see online.
That's fair. No, I mean most people do play 13, but I've seen some lists play 12, and I'm like, whoa, to try to get that extra deck spot.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to Tempest Dive.
Okay.
Discard my Collapse, which is so cool. Now I get a free bench spot.
Love that. Usually you don't Colress into 4 energy. Usually. I'll draw for turn. And I will play Temple of Sinnoh.
I think that's why I've seen some people play Rangru in that deck too. To put energy back in.
I'll attach grass energy from my hand to Giratina VSTAR. And yep. I will Lost Impact.
Sure.
I'm going to Lost Zone those to put me up to 9 cards into the Lost Zone. Or, yeah, 9.
So I think now I go in with Yveltal. It seems pretty good. Draw for turn. Evolve to Lugia VSTAR. I will let's Primal hold on. Let's bench Yveltal and then Primal Turbo once. To get Hiding Dark and Aurora.
This feels bad.
And then yeah. I have the Pumpkaboo to discard the Stadium.
Nice.
But I want to Primate Wisdom now. And then Primal Turbo again.
That's nice because you can put an energy into the deck.
Yeah, that was
to
one of the
accelerate.
energies I needed. Yeah, Rangru is really nice. And it lets you like stack, like, because you need that combo of Archeops, you know, getting in the discard. So it lets you kind of like stack. It makes combos easier because it's like one card you can put on top after you play a draw supporter.
Definitely. It's a nice little consistency card too, considering you don't actually have any draw support, you know, support Pokemon
stack
in the deck.
like a turn 1 I stacked a research there in case you married me.
Right.
I'm going to use Pumpkin Pit to discard Temple of Sinnoh. And then I will attach for turn and retreat. and I will Amazing Destruction to knock out your guy.
Feels bad. Yeah, feels not good. I need to top deck a Culrus or I lose. I did not top deck a Culrus or anything really. I'll evolve into Giratina VSTAR.
I don't have a boss yet.
Capture energy onto the Sableye. And, man, Culrus was the next card. I'll grab Comfy off of the Sableye.
Can find it here.
See what we can find. There's a few things I need. I'll retreat into Comfy and use Flower Selecting.
That's 10.
And, okay. But I've already retreated.
I was thinking like Colress can get you your switching card if you can find the Colress.
Yeah, we can't find Culrus.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
We'll send Quick Ball to the Lost Zone, so we're at 10 now.
You don't have Luminion in the list?
Oh, actually, let me think about that. Oh, but good God, I need this Ordinary Rod. Is it the other rod here? Yep, I do need. I cannot win without that Ordinary Rod.
Dang.
So, yep. So I'll play Ordinary Rod to shuffle Grass Energy, and Comfy back into the deck. And then Mirage Gates. 1 Grass Energy to Giratina VSTAR. And I'll Boss's Orders Oranguru and pass to you.
Okay. I will Ultra Ball away Arceus and Ultra Ball for a Lugia. And then Quick Ball away Lugia for a Radiant Charizard. Just to thin the deck a little bit. I think I'll even thin it further with Primal Turbo. I'll use Primal Turbo to accelerate a Powerful Energy and an Aurora Energy onto Lugia.
Yeah, I don't think that
Could
there's
even attack with Whap Down if I wanted to.
You could. You could, man. You certainly could.
Double Turbo and Powerful Carless, that'd be enough to knock it out. All right, and then I will use Primate Wisdom. Aha. I will Serena and bring up Giratina. And I will attach and retreat. And I will use Amazing Destruction for the knockout.
There it goes.
Also could have Primal Turboed again and got a knockout with Lugia with enough Powerful Color synergies.
That was pretty good.
Woo!
Yeah. Definitely felt bad not being able to knock out your Lugia there turn 2 because of my drawing into
it feels bad.
4 energy, but that happens with this deck.
Yeah, that was a feels bad for sure.
Yeah, it definitely happens. If I find like a couple scoop up nets and no energy, I'm chilling. But it still might have gotten sketchy there. That Yveltal, sheesh. Yeah,
he's
just can kind of come out of nowhere.
He's kind of crazy.
So
he is like a lot of like resources, but like you don't really need. I mean, that's why you play the Hiding Dark because you just as long as you have 1 Aurora for your Radiant Charizard, like that, you're chilling, which is all you really need. So your other 3 Auroras and your Hiding Dark. That's 4 energies, and then you need 3 out of those 4 energies for Yveltal. So if you can pretty consistently, and then one of your 3, I play 3 double turbo, one of your 3 double turbo for the colorless part of the attack.
You just got to be a little bit careful.
Yep.
And then you can assign your energy everywhere you need to, and you don't need to recover any, just play enough.
It's like
you know?
sometimes the early hands can be a little rough because you have to discard a lot of special energy sometimes, but it's like the small price to pay for like the ridiculousness that is like everything else in this deck.
For sure. Yeah. That deck
And like
is...
it plays off the board so well that you almost don't even care about Roxanne. Like there's sometimes like
you really
you
don't.
just need that one more card, like that one Serena to finish the game sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy how easy it is for that deck to just set up.
You could just play one gift energy too if you wanted to. I've thought about one gift. I've also thought about one of the regenerative energies for when you go second. You can just because you can it'd be a little awkward, but having one, I think it wouldn't be too hard to pull off to just heal 100. It's probably not good, but like it's an option, you know. It's something you could use.
It's true. There's a lot of really good special energy in the Pokemon
right
TCG. All right, I'm going first.
Cool.
Set up our prediction for game three of this set.
I don't want to start either of these Pokemon.
Cool.
If you don't start Lugia in this deck, every other starter feels very, very bad.
Oh, for sure. Good luck. I'll draw for turn.
You as well.
We've got Battle VIP Pass to get things moving. Love to see that. This is a pretty strong opening hand for me. Top decked the Battle VIP Pass. Would love to see that. I've got Ordinary Rod in my hand and a Capture Energy. So I think we will Battle VIP Pass for Radiant Greninja and Comfy. And put those onto my bench. I haven't really found an opportunity to attack with Radiant Greninja yet.
Doesn't seem that good in this matchup.
No, but you've got Pumpkaboo there, so now maybe...
To soft up a Lugia and take a prize.
Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. I will... Concealed cards to discard a Grass Energy and draw 2. And then trying to decide whether or not I want to retreat into the Comfy. That's probably for the best. I'll Capture Energy Cramorant, and off of the Capture Energy, yeah. Off of the Capture Energy, I'm going to get another Comfy and put it onto my bench. And then with Scoop Up Net in my hand, I'm guaranteed to be able to use Flower Selecting at least twice, which is pretty good. Get a couple of cards into the Lost Zone. So I'll retreat Cramorant into Comfy and use Flower Selecting. Why must it always be this way? We'll send a Giratina to the Lost Zone. And then Scoop Up Nets. And Flower Selecting again. Send Capture Energy to the Lost Zone. Bench Comfy and Scoop Up Net again. Flower Selecting. Ooh. See, so we've got 3 cards we're going to get into the Lost Zone. Quick Ball's pretty good. That's fine. Yeah. We'll put Switch into the Lost Zone. Keep the Quick Ball. I've already attached for turn this turn. So I will bench Comfy. And then I'll use Quick Ball to discard Boss's Orders. And we're going to search our deck for a Giratina V. Put it down. And I'll pass it on over to you.
Okay. Draw for turn.
What you mulling over there, Jesse?
I'm thinking about. I think I want to Ultra Ball to get an Yveltal to get a Arceus, so I can Quick Ball it away. But I don't really like getting rid of a Lugia. But you only really need 2, so I guess it's fine. And I don't want to discard these cards right here, because that seems pretty good to keep. So I'm gonna Ultra Ball away Lugia VSTAR and. Actually, let me start by using Capture Energy. I'm gonna attach Capture Energy to. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna want to attach it to the Lugia that I get. Okay, yeah. Let's do it the original plan. Ultra Ball away Double Turbo and Lugia VSTAR. Let me just go see how many Lugia VSTARs we have. It's a little risky to do that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I got 2, so we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab. Let's see, powerful colorless 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. I saw quite a bit of Auroras and Radiant Charizard's here too. Radiant Charizard's one you don't really mind prizing because you don't really need it till later in the game anyways, so you're probably going to find it off your prizes anyways. But I'm going to grab Arceus with my Ultra Ball and then Quick Ball away Arceus to go get a Lugia. Put it onto my bench, and then I will go ahead and Capture Energy on Lugia and go search my deck for a basic Pokemon. I think I will get a. Nah, I should just get Lugia. Get Lugia. I actually think I want to get a Rangaroo. Yeah. So off the Capture Energy, we'll get a Rangaroo.
That way you can preserve the Yveltal.
Yeah. Trying to think, because like if it were bench space weren't an issue, then I technically have 1 less bench spot starting non-Lugia, because that's just like a Pokemon that I don't need in play. So let's just go ahead and Primate Wisdom to swap this. Okay, and then I will Luminous Sign to search my deck for a supporter. Put it into my hand. I was going to get Research, but I cannot afford to discard the Stadium, so I'm going to grab Marnie.
Okay. Man, I really liked this hand. Sad to see it go. Yeah, you definitely need... Excuse me. You definitely need to be able to collapse Stadium to remove one of these guys.
Yeah. So I'm going to Marnie. We both shuffle our hand, put it at the bottom of our deck. I get 5, he gets 4. Okay, I will put Tool Jammer onto Pumpkaboo. And then I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. And this hand I got stuck with is actually pretty good. So I'll take it. Got Colress's Experiments to look at the top 5. And we get to take 3 cards, and there are 3 obvious choices. We will take the non-Battle VIP Pass and the non-Drapion cards. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we've only got 5 cards in the Lost Zone. Need to get to 7 if I want to play this Mirage Gate in my hand. So let's think. No Stadium in play yet for you. I could just knock you out with Cramorant. That's like probably fine. How many cards are in your hand?
4.
4. Yeah, I'm feeling like that's probably the maneuver right now. And then just continue building up my board state. Let's conceal cards. I'll discard a Psychic Energy and draw 2. I'll evolve my Giratina V into Giratina VSTAR, and I'll use Flower Selecting. We're going to Lost Zone the Zigzagoon to go to 6 cards in the Lost Zone. And then I don't have a switch card, which, you know, Giratina decks notoriously whiff those. I'll bench this Giratina V. And then I will retreat my Comfy into Cramorant and Spit Innocently for the knockout.
Nice. I'm at least very glad that I got an extra bench spot. So I will promote Lugia, draw for turn, and evolve to Lugia V-Star. And then I will Primate Wisdom. It's not much better, honestly. I will attach a powerful colorless to Lugia, and then Quick Ball away a Quick Ball for a Crobat.
Is it there? Yes.
Crobat V, yes.
Good.
It is indeed. If you didn't take a knockout there, I definitely would have just started playing this game with 1 Arceus. Because I was going to need to Crobat anyways.
Right.
But I still have to get the other Arceus. Haven't hit that yet. So I will Crobat Dark Asset to draw 5. Okay. It's looking like another Marnie angle, I think. And again, 1 Arceus probably is fine, honestly. My Ultra Balls and Evolution Incense have to be pretty close to the top of my deck. So I'm going to Marnie.
Okay. That's what you think. Usually you're like, they got to be there, right?
There's got to be... I have a feeling they're right here. I just got a feeling.
Let's do it.
Almost. Well, actually, no, I have it. Okay, cool.
With the Aurora energy, right?
I already attached for turn,
right.
but I have Quick Ball.
Okay.
Ultra Ball, Ray Aurora, and V-Guard for an Archeops. And then Quick Ball away Archeops for a Lugia V.
Okay.
And then I will use Summoning Star. Honestly.
It's like, yeah, are you going 1 Archeops this game, man?
I think it's fine, honestly. Hold on.
It's a lot to think about.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, let's get 2 of those guys.
You're fine.
And then I'm going to use Primo Turbo. Let's get. I think I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna conserve my powerful colorless energies because I'm just taking a 1 prize knockout. So I'm gonna put on V-Guard and capture energy, and then I'm going to use my other primal turbo just to set up something to retreat.
I like that.
Let's put a hiding dark on Crobat, so he's got free retreat.
Nuts.
Yeah, as you could see, I'm still pretty new to playing this deck for sure. Things don't always go, you don't always start with like 2 Archeops and an Ultra Ball in your hand,
You don't always.
I kind of want to play a 4th one at this point, just because like being able to just naturally have one in your opening hand would be really nice. But I don't know, we'll see. Because theoretically, I really only need to use 1 Lugia. I can finish the rest of the game with Yveltal and Amazing Charizard. And then I will go ahead and Tempest Dive for the knockout.
All right, Cramorant goes down, tied at 5-5 prizes. I'll promote Comfy and draw for turn. Okay. I'll Flower Selecting. That's an easy pick. Go up to 7 cards in the Lost Zone. And now you've got a V-Guard energy on, that Lugia, huh? So it's a little bit tough.
Hoping you don't have the Temple.
Yeah, that's something that we got to play around. I'm going to use Mirage Gate to accelerate a Psychic and a Grass to my Giratina VSTAR.
It's like you can't even just throw down the Temple as soon as you find it either, because it'll just get discarded with Tempest Dive. So like you need to like find it on the turn.
For sure. All right, so now that we've thinned our deck, it's time to Culver's Experiments. Okay. Off of the Culver's Experiments, we certainly like finding more Culver's Experiments. I'll Lost Zone the Comfy and the Ultra Ball. So that put me up to 9.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll scoop up Nets, the Comfy, and promote this other Comfy, and Flower Selecting. And I'll Lost Zone Cramorant, which I'll Lost Zone the Cramorant, which puts me at the magic number 10 to use my VSTAR ability, which is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll conceal cards to draw 2. And then I'll Mirage Gates to accelerate a Psychic and a Water. Holy moly cow, that's fine. Yeah, I'll Mirage Gates to save line here.
Rip, rip, rip.
Decisions. All right. You can collapse things out of play for sure. But you can't collapse both Lumineon and Crobat out of play next turn. So, and you won't be able to remove that collapse right away because you need to attack with Lugia to remove your collapsed. So I think that I'll play Mirage Gates. I'll accelerate a Psychic and a Water to my Radiant Greninja. And I'll bench Comfy. And then I'll switch into Giratina VSTAR. And I'll use Star Requiem to take an instant KO on Lugia.
Cool. Remote. Draw for turn.
Excuse me for a second. Sorry, chat.
All right. I will. So we're going to go for a Yveltal this turn. Or a Radiant Charizard. Either one would be good. So I'm going to start with a Marnie. Any search card would be good here. Any ball.
Just looking for some balls.
Yep, just one. That's unfortunate. We have the Rangaroo, so could still hit it. I will Primate Wisdom. Thank goodness. Got ourselves a game. We will Ultra Ball away Powerful Colorless and Evolution Incense for Yveltal. And then I will use 2 Primal Turbos. To put 4 special energies onto my Yveltal.
One of the reasons I loaded up the Greninja there is that I don't have another Giratina V-Star in the deck.
Ah. And that would have been a good attacker if I had to go in with Charizard too.
Yes, it would have. Yep.
Which is one of the 2 things I might have had to do. And then I will use Amazing Destruction to knock out your Giratina V-Star.
Yes, you will. Yeah, that's pretty good.
This hand.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Got any Serenas?
A little bit.
All right, give me 1 second. I got a scratchy throat. I got a cough.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let it out. Yeah, get you some H2O. Sometimes you need some H2O, you know? We've gone like 3 hours without H2O.
Oh, that's some high quality H2O. Yeah. Good stuff. No, I just had it's like I was trying to
Sometimes you just get that scratch in your throat.
It's like I was trying to just to fight off the scratch in the back of my throat without drinking water or without coughing for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, I should probably get some water too.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay. We are good. We are good. Real good. Okay. Now it is time to promote. So, couple of decisions to make. I've got 3 prizes remaining. I need to knock out Yveltal. You don't have a Lugia in play.
No.
But you can just go Yveltal and
this is
Charizard.
Nice math for Cramorant too.
It is. That's true. That is also true. That is perfect math for Cramorant. So I don't really even want to offer up my 2 prize Pokemon at all. It's not really...
Probably ill-advised.
Yeah, that would be not good. So... And you don't play Scoop Up Nets in your deck, but you do play Collapsed. So... There's that. So, yeah, if I try to Radiant Greninja one of them, you will simply collapsed it. Collapsed one of them away.
Yeah, I definitely think it was probably better for me just to try to play this game with one Archeops and just try to get down another Lugia. That was probably better, and that's probably what will end up being like the better strategy if you run out of bench space.
I'll promote Comfy, and I'll draw for turn. Okay. Got ourselves an interesting situation. Don't we? Huh. Okay. Psychic energies kind of need to go back into the deck. I will Ordinary Rod to shuffle Giratina VSTAR, Cramorant, Water Energy, and Psychic Energy back into my deck. And then we got to figure out how to knock out this Yveltal. Got a pretty good card in my hand, though, which I'm excited to play. Okay, then let's Mirage Gates. I got to figure out where I want to put these energies. There's one more Rod left in my deck. And there is the one Cramorant. So with the Mirage Gates, I have already used my VSTAR attack. I don't want you to knock me out with Charizard, so I'm not going in with Giratina unless it's for game. Let's accelerate Psychic and a Grass to Giratina V. Well, this is a really grindy situation. I have to knock out the Yveltal. Greninja cannot do that. So I cannot attack with Greninja this turn. Righto. Okay. I'll accelerate with Mirage Gates a Grass Energy to my Giratina and a Water Energy to my active Comfy. That's fine. That leaves the Psychics in my deck so that I can Sableye, or if I find my Cramorant, I can retreat into it. So that's the best play I can make. And then I will Roxanne. Cool. So I want to leave myself the most amount of options possible to be able to finish this game. I want to leave the Psychic Energies in my deck so that I can maybe attack with Giratina, maybe attack with Sableye. I want to accelerate that energy to the Comfy so that I can retreat it.
Yeah, that's a good play.
So this feels like our best bets. All right, I'll get 6, you get 2. Okay. And we'll Flower Selecting. That's quite the choice. That is quite the choice indeed. But that's fine. I don't think we actually need this Sableye in order to win the game. So I'm going to send Sableye to Lawson.
Cool.
Evolve into Giratina VSTAR. And capture energy, Giratina VSTAR, to go get the Cramorant out of the deck.
Nice.
Okay. And then we're feeling pretty good about this. Dang, my throat. We're feeling pretty good about this. So I can retreat into Cramorant. and will spit innocently for the knockout.
Nice. Draw for turn. Oh, Evolution Incense. Yeah, definitely should not have ever put that Hiding Dark on a Crobat because I needed to save one of those Auroras for my Radiant Charizard because now I can't use my Radiant Charizard. So I definitely made a big mistake there, for sure. I have yet to tame this Lugia deck. It's too powerful for me right now. But what does the... Oh, I'm going to read. What does the second part of the Lugia V attack do that I need to figure out? Let's see. What's it do? You may discard a stadium and play... Oh, okay. Same as the VSTARs. Cool. All right. Off this Evolution Incense, I am just going to get... nothing. And then I will use Primal Turbo to accelerate one powerful energy onto Arceus. Shuffle.
Yeah, Roxanne is still really good.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. There's not a lot of, board state consistency for the Lugia deck, so...
Attach for turn, and then I'll play Research.
Okay, all right.
And then I will bench a Lugia V. And retreat to Archeops. Attach Choice Belt to Lugia. And then Primate Wisdom. And then I'll just Speed Wing for 120.
2-2 prizes. I'll promote Giratina VSTAR, draw for turn, and I've got Psychic Energy and Boss's Orders on Luminion for the Lost Impact for game.
Nice.
That's it.
Ugh.
Giratina still does Giratina things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely you definitely made good plays there for sure, but I definitely chalk that up to me just really not playing the deck to its full potential. You definitely saw how strong it can be against the Goodra deck. And one of those games, obviously, you kind of got blown out there. But the other two games definitely were a little stinky.
When both can one-hit KO, things can get hectic.
Yeah, and you really have to be careful. The Yveltal is very, very strong, but you need to make sure you have enough energies for your... the issue I was having there was running out of bench space. I really think I could have easily played that game with just one Archeops and just not worried about the Yveltal. I could have just gone two Lugias and then used my Radiant Charizard with Choice Belt because I still had 2 Choice Belt in my deck. So that was definitely the better line to take there. Because I think I was too focused on... Because with 2 Archeops, it lets you pull off that Yveltal play. You can't do the Yveltal play without the 2 Archeops. But I think it was better just to have a more stable board and have the second Lugia to attack with for sure. So that was definitely my bad there, but it is what it is. You can definitely... I think the way the Lugia deck will lose is it gets maybe a little too greedy and starts dumps too many of its resources early. And either gets rock sand or, just gets ran out of resources too quick. But, yeah. The bench space is very limited. That's why immediately I was trying to put Bibarel in the deck, and there's just no space for it.
Yeah.
Lots of times you don't always need both Crobat and Luminion, but you usually need one or the other. And especially if you don't start Lugia, you really only have 2 other bench spots to play with, because the other 2 are going to be Archeops. But... it's going to be interesting to see. I gotta play more games to see how, because you have to decide, do I want to only get one Archeops this game or do I want to try to fish for the second one? So you got to be able to decide whether you actually need both to win the game. And I think maybe the answer to that might actually be no. I think you maybe will sometimes just need the one. So I don't know, because you don't always need to be one-shotting with Lugia as long as. But if Giratina is one-shotting you in return, I don't know. It's a lot to think about. That matchup might be pretty close, honestly, for the Lugia deck. So that might Giratina will probably still hold its spot where it is right now in the meta, I think.
Now, I'm anxious to get a set in with Lugia as well. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back with me playing Lugia.
I think I might play Mew or something.
And Jesse playing Mew or whatever he chooses.
Mew sound okay?
Mew sounds great to me.
Okay, cool.
All right, hang tight. We'll be right back. Make sure to check out the pre-orders at fullgripgames.com while we're away. Shopping at fullgripgames.com directly supports our ability.
I bought my Lugias already.
Let's go.
I bought into the Lugia market. I was like, as soon as they went live, 4 Lugias, 3 VSTARs, 4 Arceus.
It's broken.
Yep.
But I'm worse
Broken
at
deck.
sleeping.
It's going to
No
be
caffeine, the mud water,
running the
best
game
blend
for the
combines
next...
way best.
So make sure you wish list it, because I don't think there's any available right now. But
Probably
there
not.
definitely, I think,
Yeah.
will be more added. Like once you guys open products. So
Yep.
if you wish list it, you'll be notified when they're available, and then you can go put them in your cart really quick and buy them. Good investment.
Precisely. All right, we'll be right back.
Bye.
Not bye.
Not buy.
Until...
Sorry.
Yes, we'll be back momentarily. Yo, what's up? We're back.
Welcome back.
Ready for a little bit more Lugia action. Hopefully
yeah.
you guys are excited for Mew versus Lugia. We've got the best deck from what? I mean, like winter last year. Yeah, it came out.
This deck has been tier 1 since it came out.
Yeah,
for sure. Like,
just-
even when like it saw a decrease in play or wasn't like winning regionals, it was still like in top 8 of almost every regional. And then it is the most recent regional winning, or it didn't win either the special events that happened or whatever, the Malaysia regionals, but it won
Lily.
It won Lil. Yep. So
Lil. Yep.
yeah, Lil, which was the latest like big regional. So yeah, very, very strong deck, and it gets even better with the new, what is it called? The translation is stone. I know it's stone because I was gonna say I have the stones in my deck.
Forest Steel Tablet.
Forest Seal Stone.
That's it. Forest.
I have the English
Forest
one
Seal
here.
Stone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forest Seal Stone. So that's the official translation.
Now you can draw the stones.
So I got the stones in my deck. You know, the only thing that could make Mew better is a couple stones. So now, if you don't know what it does, it is basically Diet Starbirth. So you put it on. It has to be attached to a V Pokemon. And then it gives that V Pokemon a VSTAR power that lets you search your deck for any one card and put it in your hand. So previously, Mew Mew players, Mew mains, you're gonna have to go get a VSTAR marker because you're definitely gonna want to play this card. It also doesn't get shut off by Path to the Peak, which is kind of a funny ruling. So even under Path, you can go get something to remove Path. Turn 1, you can go get your VIP pass. If you didn't need a VIP pass, you can use it to complete your combo of Meloetta Fusion Energy. You're always either waiting because you need the Meloetta and then you need 1 fusion to attach from hand. So whatever of those 2 you're missing, go Forest Seal Stone for the piece you're missing. So I think that'll make Mew really good. So we're trying out the Fusion Energy build today with the Meloetta and the Elisa Sparkle. We're going to see how that does against Andrew's Lugia. Your Lugia list is a little different than mine. Yep.
Yes, this is more
build.
of a tanky Lugia deck that doesn't have any real kind of text or flair to it. It is just a 4/4 Lugia line.
4/4.
Oh, yeah. And we're just doing the thing with Lugia. And
it's a very efficient attack.
It is, So I'll be interested to see how this matchup goes. We do have a lot of Collapse Stadium in the list. This is just a list.
4.
This is just a list from Japan. So, yep.
Yeah,
be tough.
Collapse is not the worst thing from you. Avery is definitely way worse.
Yeah,
a couple Avery. Can
at
really
least
bother
it's
you.
not Path.
Yes, true. Actually,
So it could be worse.
Definitely could be worse.
So you got 4 collapsed.
4. Reggie players are livid.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Here we go.
Yeah, who knows what will be the best way to play Lugia? I mean, I personally right now think it's the version I was playing before, but there's so many different ways you can play it. So many tech attackers you could try out with the deck. It'll be interesting to see what people settle on for LAIC. You best believe that deck's going to show up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that personally, I think Mew is really going to struggle with V-Guard energy.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
the card that's just I
think Mew is going to be, which is what makes me think that you might need to just play the super aggressive version of the Elisas. You got to give yourself the highest probability of just being able to get super far ahead in the first turn of the game. And I think that's where Mew shines. And if you can't do that, before the math worked out really good with double turbo energy, -20 didn't even matter because you're 3 modifiers away from V-Stars, 4 modifiers away from VMAXs. And the math worked out really, really nice. But V-Guard kind of throws a wrench in those plans for sure.
What's really nuts is a Drapion with a V-Guard on it. A Drapion V with a V-Guard and a Gardevoir in play.
Oh,
you're just
yikes! I was gonna say with this version, you're due 210 plus 30 is 240, so that would knock it out. But and you can't even play Temple to turn it off because you need your special energy.
You need it, right? And Fan is just really delaying the inevitable because it's. Just
there is no chance I'm playing Fan of Waves.
No
in my
chance.
Deck.
No chance.
No way.
Yeah. So that should be a good one. Would you like heads or tails?
Heads. He
Tails
knows
it
I'm
is.
calling heads, so this dice is weighted to tails. I already know.
That's what he thinks.
Yep,
that's
yep,
what, man.
that's
You're a
what-
conspiracy theorist.
You ever get the players that after your 4th cram heads, they're they just pick it up and look at it, trying to subconsciously.
I've never had that experience.
That happens to me all the time.
I had the exact opposite experience where I
You
flipped
did
so many tails playing
Oh,
Mew
you did it.
that my opponent offered to let me use their die because they were like, "Yo, bro,
I'm
that one's broken."
I get something in my head. Every once in a while will switch dice. I have one dice that I like to use to flip coins because I like all my other dice to be the same color. Because what I don't want to happen is I roll the dice and then you don't know which one it was.
Yeah.
But then I feel like my opponent's thinking oh, he wants to use this dice because it's weighted, so he always goes for that dice.
No, you just have your coin flip die and then you have your damage marker die, and they should look different.
But my damage marker dice are all clear, so technically I could use those.
You could use those. Yeah, no.
Anyways,
Anyways,
getting into the technicalities of competitive play. All right,
I'll go first.
cool.
Do you have a basic?
Nope.
Me neither.
Let's try again.
Now, what'd you guys vote in the chat? How did the prediction go? We got any Mew believers in the chats? Anyone think that the Fusion Strike energy Mew lists.
Enhanced Hammer reprint would be sick for Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, yeah.
I would actually like that.
I welcome Enhanced Hammer back.
That would be like the perfect time to bring it back, too.
Sheesh. Please, bro.
That's a good suggestion.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
Good luck to you as well. I've got a Lugia, and I'll draw for turn. I'll attach this powerful colorless energy to my Lugia and pass to you.
All right.
Hoping I don't get smacked.
I'll play 2 Val VIP passes. I do not miss counting my Fusion Strike energies. That's lame for sure. Yeah, this version of Mew, stinky. But it might be the best way to play it. I still got a pair of trekking shoes in here. Only 2 Elises, because these can go get Elises, so the deck breakdown on my search. Here we go. Also made the Fusion Strike energies reverse hollow, so they're easier to see when you're flipping through my deck. Okay. Genesect, Genesect. Off the first Battle VIP pass, I will get 2 Genesects. Off the second Battle VIP pass, I will get Meloetta and a 3rd Genesect.
Man, bro.
And then I'm going to start with a Cramomatic to discard Palpad, which says discard an item card from your hand to play this card, and then flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for any card. Tails. Tells you it's weighted to tails.
This guy.
This guy. All right, and then I'll shuffle up. I need to play 1 damage modifier at minimum this turn, so I'm going to play 1 of these power tablets, and then use Genesect.
You're going to draw into all
power
your
tablet.
Fusion Strike system, Fusion Strike energy.
Why would you wish that on me? Come on. Fusion Strike system to draw up to as many Fusion Strike Pokemon as in play, so I will draw 3. Okay. And then I will Ultra Ball away Ultra Ball and Meloetta for... You honestly can just go for Genesects with this version, because with Meloetta, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have a turn to... They're usually going to have to go through the Meloetta at the start, and then you can bench your second Mew. So it's not that... You can honestly make your 5th bench spot be either a 4th Genesect, since you're really trying to go for this turn, especially me in this situation. Or you can go for an Oricorio. So you don't need to get down to Mew with this version, I feel like, generally. I will play Power Tablet and attach Fusion Strike energy to Meloetta, and then Fusion Strike system for 6.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Son of a...
Jesse, would you like to explain to the lovely people at home what just happened?
So I used Fusion Strike system, and I drew into all my Fusion Strike energies, which is not a good thing, because your supporter, Elisa Sparkle, says you can search your deck for 2 Fusion Strike energies and attach them to your Pokemon. But they're in my hand, so that's not really going to work out so well. I also, they're just not playable cards, so I can't really do anything. So I could play my hand down 1 more, but I don't really see a point. So I am just going to retreat and pass to you.
All right, so I get to play. Have my life flash before my eyes there, but we're in there. I'll draw, and I'll use Evolution Incense. And with Evolution Incense, I'm going to search my deck for an Arceus and put it into my hand.
Man, I shuffled for like 5 minutes. What do you mean?
Well, people have this this incorrect idea that shuffling means that you will draw good. And no, shuffling
It actually means your deck is random.
shuffling means that you will draw random.
Yeah.
Yes. Stacking means that you will draw good.
Yes.
So if you expect to draw good after you shuffle every time, you're cheating.
Yep. Shuffle better. You're right, actually. I should just shuffle better, which means shuffle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it right.
Anyways, I'll attach V-Guard energy to my Lugia V, and I'll use... I'll attach V-Guard energy to my Lugia V, and I'll use Professor's Research to discard my hand and draw 7 new cards.
Beautiful. Should have piled. Don't get me started.
I'll evolve into Lugia V-Star and bench a Lugia V. Huh. Yeah, Crobat Dark Asset for 2 is not really doing a lot. This is okay. I can just pop the 1 out. I could honestly live with just the 1. What's it called, man?
What?
Lugia's V-Star.
Summoning Star.
All right.
You're summoning a Pokemon.
Yep. I'll use Lugia V-Star's Summoning Star
Pretty cool sounding name.
to pop that Arceus onto my bench, and then I'll use Arceus's Primal Turbo ability to accelerate a double turbo from my deck to my Lugia V-Star, and we're chilling. My Lugia V-Star.
Good conservation of energy there.
Okay. My Lugia V-Star is swinging for 200 damage. Genesect only has 190 hit points.
220.
220. Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. How much? What's his attack called?
Tempest Dive.
Tempest Dive. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. I'll use Tempest Dive for 220 damage. The powerful colorless energy and the double turbo energy cancel each other out, and I'll take my 2 prizes.
If you're a Blissey player, you're used to that.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. I will evolve to Mew VMAX and attach a double colorless energy. What would be great find here is my 1 of Marnie. That would be fantastic. I will play down Lost City, and then I will fusion. I'll retreat to Genesect, and then I will play Switch Cart just to play my hand down a little more. And then I will Fusion Strike System for 2 cards. And then we will just go ahead and cross Fusion Strike to copy one of my bench Fusion Strike Pokemon. I will copy Technoblast for 190 damage. Minus 30, so 160 damage.
There we go. 160, and I'll draw for turn. I'll play Evolution Incense to go search my deck for Lugia V-Star, and I'll evolve my benched Lugia V into Lugia V-Star.
This board state is insane right now.
Oh, yeah. It's like I've done almost nothing. Insane board state. Yep. I'll attach powerful colorless energy to my benched Lugia V-Star, and I'll use Primal Turbo. You realize Primal Turbo allows you to accelerate 2
That's what I'm saying.
energy?
I honestly think you can get by with 1. I mean, you're attaching 1 from
It's
hand.
so
You're
nuts.
usually not getting 1 shot. So, like, at the very worst, you could just go get 2 double turbo and then hit for 180.
It's nuts. I'll accelerate 2 powerful colorless energy onto my benched Lugia V-Star with Primal Turbo.
Sure.
And then I'll play Professor's Research to discard my hand and draw 7 cards. And at this point, I will Ultra Ball away Lugia V and Lugia VSTAR to get Big D.
Oh, you have Drapion in your deck? What?
Yeah, man. Of course.
This guy and his Drapion.
And then I'll retreat Lugia VSTAR into
I thought for sure he was going to live.
Drapion V. And I will, what's it called?
Dynamic Tail.
I'll Dynamic Tail for knockouts.
Do 62. Okay.
And deal 60 to the Drapion.
Cool. That actually gives me a chance to knock it out. Awesome. Draw for turn. But I actually think I will for sure attach a Fusion Strike energy to... Oh, thank you. I will attach a Fusion Strike energy to Meloetta. And then I will play Serena, which says you can discard up to 3 cards and draw till you have 5 cards in your hand. So I will discard 2 Fusion Energies and a Lost City and draw 4.
Whew.
And then I will play a Trekking Shoe to look at the top card of my deck, and then I can keep it or discard it and draw 1 more. I will keep it. I will bench Oricorio, attach Choice Belt to Meloetta. I will play Echoing Horn to bring your Crobat onto your bench, which lets you put a Pokemon from their discard pile onto their bench, so I could maybe take a knockout on that later. So I kind of got my 6 prizes mapped out here, but he's almost won the game, but there's still maybe a chance. We will go ahead and use Fusion Strike System to draw 3. All I really need to find is a Mew V at this point. Cool. We'll bench Mew V. And then we will Fusion Strike System for 2. We will play Trekking Shoes.
I have 1 prize left.
Ah. That's not good. Oh, we're doomed. I will discard and draw 1 more. I will use Melodious Echo for 170 damage for the knockout.
All right, you'll take the knockout. I was going to say, dang, I got to find a boss, but I guess not. That's right. Mew VMAX worth 3 prizes.
True.
And I'll attach V-Guard, and we'll Tempest Dive for game.
Cool. All right, I will go first.
That seems reasonable. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of decks play Drapion.
Yep.
So that's realistic Mew testing. You just kind of have to. I mean,
you
played Mew.
I don't play Drapion in my Lugia deck.
Shit, well, you know.
Not in mine.
Well.
Well.
I think, I played Mew at 2 regionals. I'd say over 50% of my decks had a Drapion in it.
Oh, yeah, same here.
Yeah, of my opponents. Yeah, bro. It's just like every single...
The Big D is definitely out here.
Oh, Big D's out here, bro.
I mean, why wouldn't you play one card that improves one of the most popular decks matchup? Like you're basically like... I can kind of respect if you say, like, oh, I really need this one extra spot in my deck, and I'm just not going to play against any Mew. So, like, sometimes you need to commit to that. Like, that's what a lot of players did at Lille, and that Mew player took advantage of it. Like, none of the... Look at the top 8 list from Lille. None of them played a Drapion. Not a single one.
And Mew wins.
Yep.
Yeah,
that Giratina list that got top 4, you definitely cut a card for a Drapion.
You did.
100%.
Yeah.
You definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
I think personally, because I think Mew's just still going to be like, especially like people already own the cards for it. I never know whether to go with that logic of people are going to own the cards versus not owning the cards. I feel like that's bitten me in the butt a lot of times where I'm like, no one will own Giratinas, but no, people spend money on cards if they're going to a tournament.
If you're going to a regional,
So I'm trying not to use that logic anymore. In the past, I would say like, oh, LAIC. I don't need to expect much Lugia. No one's going to buy the Lugias. It's actually not really the case. You know, if you're spending that much money to go to a Pokemon tournament, you're probably going to try to play the best deck possible.
That seemed like some bad beats you just drawn into all your fusion energy. You could have easily
Yeah,
just
it
won
is.
that game.
Yeah.
So let's get into game 2. You said you're going first. It's going to give you even more time to set
Yeah,
up.
going
and-
first is still preferred, even with the Fusion Strike energy.
Exactly.
Don't choose to go second with the Fusion energy build, please. Don't.
But what about the turn 1 knockout?
Just do it on turn 2, man.
Just do it on turn 2, bro.
Like, it's the same thing. You just get an extra turn.
Literally does. Yeah. Yeah, but we've all been beaten by a Mew player choosing to go second.
I swear, like every Fusion Energy mill I play against, like they choose to go second, and I'm like, and then they, of course, they hit the turn 1 knockout, and it's like justified, and I'm like, I'm so salty, man. I'm playing this game too much. All right. Thank God.
All right.
Oh, I should have waited till you selected a basic first. Oops.
It's all good.
Rarely does that ever matter. I like those color sleeves. What color is that?
Well, thank you for asking. These
Totally
are
wasn't scripted, by the way. I actually don't know.
These are the new Dragon Shield Fury dual mat sleeves.
I didn't even know that those existed.
Well,
Is that a new color, Andrew?
it is a new
Wow.
colorway, Jesse. Yes. Wow, Dragon Shields, the best sleeves for tabletop gameplay and collecting. Huge thanks to Dragon Shield for providing the sleeves for this tabletop gameplay.
All right. Honestly, that's what I get last game for starting 2 VIP pass.
I'll take my mulligan.
Okay. Oops. Good luck.
Good luck.
Draw for turn. That's pretty good. I will bench 2 Genesects. And we'll start with a Trekking Shoe. Ooh, I'm keeping that. I'm going to immediately put that 4 Seal Stone onto my Genesect V. I will then Quick Ball away Lost City. Search my deck for a basic Pokemon. I think it's going to be just another Genesect. Let's see, 1. I'm just going to count my fusion energies real quick. 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're all here. Very cool. I will go ahead and grab Genesect V with my Quick Ball.
It's so sick having that card.
Yeah.
You could just fix,
I don't
whatever you
really.
need
I don't
to
even
do.
think I'm gonna need to use it this turn.
You won't,
Next
yeah.
turn. All I really want right now is a fusion strike energy. That's all I'm really fishing for. Bench Meloetta, and then I will fusion strike system to draw 4 cards. Okay. I'll Cram-O-Matic to discard Echo Horn. Flip a coin. If heads, search my deck for any card. Heads. I'm just going to get a Fusion Strike energy.
Yeah, with the fusion energy attached turn 1, it's possible to ramp up to a 280 damage Melodious Echo on turn 2, which is super gnarly.
Attach to Mew, attach Choice Belt, and then Fusion Strike system for 3.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, Battle VIP pass. I think I will here go get another Mew. And then the other one I can cram away.
Yeah, Mew going first is so bananas.
Yeah, for sure. You feel like you have so much control.
You really do.
I don't think I'm going to play it yet. I'm just going to Fusion Strike system for 2. Attach a Choice Belt to this Mew. And then I will pass to you.
This is a super intimidating board.
Got a Diet Starbirth all ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what do you even... It's like he's getting whatever he wants. He's got a full hand, full board. Yikes. All right.
It's virtually guaranteed that I hit the gust. Even without that, you're pretty much guaranteed
Well,
to hit
I
the
was
gust.
considering starting Radiant Gardevoir, and I was like, what's the point?
Nah.
I might as well get some mileage out of that
Mew
first attack.
missing boss is
Not
just, that's
happening.
not a realistic scenario.
I'll draw for turn. And, this is interesting. I'll bench Radiant Gardevoir. And no, I definitely don't want to do that. I could draw 3. Definitely not.
Oh man, read the wind.
I'll attach Powerful Colorless Energy to my Lugia V. I'll play Collapse Stadium down. And then...
what do I discard? Feel like it's probably just a Meloetta, honestly. Yeah, it's fine. I can go get another one if I need to.
And then I'll Professor's Research to discard my hand and draw 7 new cards. I'll Evolution Incense. Oh boy.
So
I could have knocked out that Mew turn 1.
Oh, with Drapion?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's cool. I think I want to save that for 3 prizes, though.
Yeah, that's probably not worth
Knock
it.
out it. Yeah, probably not worth it.
I honestly probably should have just retreated to the Meloetta, but then that collapse is stronger.
Yeah. I'll Evolution Incense. And I'll grab an Arceus out of my deck. And then I'll Ultra Ball away Arceus and double Turbo Energy. To go get a Lugia V and put it onto my bench. And then, yeah, I mean, this is about as good as it gets for us this turn. So just have to roll with it. And I will read the wind, discarding Professor's Research, and I'll draw 3 cards.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. I'll Cram-O-Matic, discarding Battle VIP Pass. Tails. I will Lost Vacuum, putting Ultra Ball in the Lost Zone, and putting Collapse Stadium in the Lost Zone. I will evolve both of these. I think that's fine. And then I will Fusion Strike System for 5. Let's Trekking Shoes. I will keep that. And then Ultra Ball away Oricorio for Meloetta. And then I actually... No. I should Fusion Strike System first. I would like an Elise's Sparkle this turn.
You can go get it.
I could, but I also could just like save it and draw it with Fusion Strike System. But then I
Right.
risk drawing my Fusion Strike energies, but that doesn't really matter since I can still attach one from hand. As long as I don't draw into all of them. You know.
Right.
Surely that would never happen.
That would never happen.
Fusion Strike System for 3. Okay, I honestly don't think I need Palpad, so let's just Cram-O-Matic away Palpad. Tails again. And then we'll Fusion Strike System for 2. That's fine. I don't really even need... I still could save it. I'm going to attach double Turbo Energy to the bench Mew VMAX, retreat, and then...
Did you play a Power Tablet?
No, I have Choice Belt.
Does that do it through
yeah,
Radiant
that's
Gardevoir?
right. Good looks. Good looks. Okay, we are going to yeah, Lisa's is perfect then. So thank you.
Yep.
I will go ahead and use my what is it called? Alchemy Star?
Alchemy Star, that's
okay.
it.
I will go ahead and use Alchemy Star VSTAR power on my tool to search my deck for any card. I will go get Elisa's Sparkle, and I will play Elisa's Sparkle. Elisa's Sparkle says choose 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, and I will choose Mew, VMAX, and Meloetta, and then search your deck for a Fusion Strike Energy and attach it to both of those Pokemon. Okay. And now I will use Cross Fusion Strike to copy Melodious Echo for 220 damage exactly with the damage reduction.
Yep. Sketchy. All right. So Jesse's going to take his 2 prizes. I'll draw for turn. Okay. Yikes. I've got Evolution Incense. So I can get Lugia VSTAR. I will get the English one so I can read it.
Good idea.
All right. Evolution Incense, and I'll grab Lugia VSTAR. And then I will play another Evolution Incense to get a second Lugia V-Star.
Lugia is so cool.
Lugia
is my favorite Pokemon, if you guys don't know. He's so awesome.
It's a cool looking card, too.
He's just a freak. He's a monster. He's just so big. Like, in the game, like, he's like, he's got the big hands. He's cool.
Definitely. Let's attach Capture Energy to Lugia V-Star. And we're going to get Drapion V. Still really sketchy because of your early lead. This is tough. And I've had to discard some powerful colorless energies, which is not good.
Yeah, it's definitely rough.
Okay. And then I'll play Collapse Stadium.
It's gotta be the Genesect now. I don't want to get rid of one of my Fusion Strike energies.
And then I'll Marnie.
Yeah. Wait, what was in that hand? Okay.
And I'll get 5 to Jesse's 4. Really do not want to play this game with 1 Archeops, but I did miss the way to discard this one. So it's looking like a 1 Archeops situation. Which is fine. We can make that work. I'll use Summoning Star.
Yeah, I think that's going to honestly happen a lot more than people might think because, especially this game, like, you don't really have room for it with the Collapse. So, like, and you want to have a backup Lugia. I guess you don't really need the backup Lugia, but
I don't, yeah.
You didn't find the Archeops either way, so.
Yep.
Anyways.
I'll get Archeops into play, and I'll use Primal Turbo.
Sure.
To go get a double Turbo Energy and a V-Guard Energy to accelerate to my Lugia.
That's so tanky. It's like virtually impossible to one-shot.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty nuts. And then I'll retreat the double Turbo Energy off of my Lugia V-Star. And I'll Dynamic Tail for the knockouts and place 6 damage counters on Radiant Gardevoir. I'll take my 3 prizes.
Okay, draw for turn. I'll bench Mew. And then let's see, 140. Okay.
Yeah, one Archeops is kind of fine.
Yeah.
You found yourself with like extra energies just to kind of throw around quite often with 2.
Okay, so I do need to play this. So, power tablet. How many cards stand?
I have got 7.
Okay, let's I don't need to Gus this turn, so let's Marnie.
Okay.
There's 3 double turbos in this deck still, so there's a pretty good chance that I can draw it. Okay. Let's Cram-O-Matic away. Actually, yeah, Cram-O-Matic away, Quick Ball. Tails again. Quick Ball away, Switch Cart. And we'll... yeah, fail it. How many double turbos are in here? 2. There's 2. That's right, I had to discard one earlier. Okay. We'll Fusion Strike System once for 4 cards.
Brutal.
It's fine. So I might as well just play all of them. Let's play 3 power tablets, because then if I find my Fusion Strike energy, I can just knock you out with Meloetta. So, well, then again, it might be good to save one. So let's see, 3 of them, 90, 140 plus 90 is enough. But I cannot afford to miss this knockout, so we'll just go ahead and play all of them. Yeah. Let's play all our power tablets, and then we'll Fusion Strike System for 3 cards. Okay, we're still in this. Lost City. And then Ultra Ball away 2 Battle VIP Pass for a Genesect. Remember when we said it was going to be a Mew year?
I know, man. Couldn't see it.
It's a Lugia year for
It's a
sure.
Lugia year. Yeah. Happy Lugia year. Yeah.
All right, and then Fusion Strike System for 5 cards. Finally. Okay. I will attach a Fusion Strike Energy to Meloetta. Retreat. And then we will Melodious Echo for
A lot.
140 plus 120, 260.
Yeah.
I really would have liked to save one of these
Yeah,
because of that stinking Gardevoir,
I know.
but that's okay. It is what it is.
All right, Jesse's going to go down to 2 prizes, and
Oh, yeah, that goes in Lost Zone.
oh, he's in the lost zone.
Yeah, definitely put that guy in the Lost Zone for sure.
He ain't coming back. I'll draw for turn. And all right. This is fine. Let's play a Collapse Stadium.
I'm getting real tired of these collapse stadiums.
I'm sure.
Well, I mean, if you knock out a 3-prize Pokemon, you win anyway, so I might as well discard Mew.
And then I will Primal Turbo. And with Primal Turbo, I'll accelerate a Capture Energy and a powerful colorless energy to my active Lugia VSTAR. Then we'll play Marnie.
I'm going to be 1 damage matter short of winning this game.
Yep.
I mean, you could always find like a Lugia VSTAR too.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And you got rid of your echoing horn
Yeah, I
already.
did. Yeah,
Yep.
that always bites you in the butt later.
Yeah.
But
All right, I get 5. Oh yeah, we got the Lugias. Okay. I'll evolve.
doesn't make me feel as bad about using my power tablets.
I'll evolve into Lugia V-Star, and I'll attach V-Guard and I'll attach V-Guard energy from my hand to my benched Lugia V-Star, and I will Summoning Star for the knockouts, and I will not discard my collapsed.
Okay.
Now look how tanky these boys are.
Definitely pretty darn tanky.
280 hit points, minus 30 damage from Vs with V-Guard energy, minus 20 with Radiant Gardevoir. What did I call it? Oh, Tempest Dive. Tempest Dive. What did I say? Summoning Star?
That's
Can't
okay.
Summoning Star. It's Tempest Dive, guys.
You guys get it. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose, but we'll play it out here. Ultra Ball away, Escape, and Elisa's for nothing. And then I will Serena up this Lugia.
Okay.
Maybe he ran out of energy. I will Fusion Strike System for 4. I'll attach this Seal Stone here, and then I will just... I don't want to lose to a Marnie, so I will just Cross Fusion Strike to copy Technoblast for 200, so 170? Yeah, 170.
We're going to go with 170. That sounds good to me. I'll draw. Thank you.
No problem.
And let's see here. I'll Quick Ball away Lugia V-Star. Oh boy. My Crobat is not around. And I do not actually have the Gust in my hand.
Oh, neat.
Oh, man. All right, I'll get Lugia V. That's fine. And then I'll Ultra Ball away Lugia V and Choice Bounce.
Thought for sure I was done for.
Well, me too. And I'll get Lugia V-Star. And then I'll use Primal Turbo. To accelerate those 2 energy onto my Lugia V-Star.
You're taking minus 80.
No, it doesn't stack.
Oh, that's right, duh.
Yeah.
I remember when I
Way
first
too
read
broken.
that, I thought it stacked, and I was like theory crafting all these like Blissey decks, and I'm like, you get 4 of those on?
I'll retreat into Lugia V-Star, and I'll Tempest Dive for 240 damage.
I think you win because I don't have a way to reset my attack,
I think
unfortunately.
you burned your switch cards.
Yeah, I should not have discarded that other Mew because I have this is a Mew VMAX, so unfortunate. Yeah. I don't even have a 1 prizer to sit behind either. Those collapse just like really are quite annoying.
Just out of gas.
Yeah, I will retreat, attach, and pass.
Yep.
And then you can just Tempest Dive.
Tempest Dive. GG's.
There's
my Crobat.
The other switch cards are my prize. But I'm playing a 3/3 Mew VMAX, so the 4th one definitely would have been nice.
Yeah.
Just to make room for the Meloettas, but yeah, very close. Still pretty close, I think. definitely feels very good if whoever takes the first knockout, because like even me not being able to one-shot something there, I'm still in a pretty far ahead. But all you needed was a Gus card, which is not that hard to come by. So, but I wasn't able to capitalize on it, unfortunately. So, yeah, Mew. I still think Mew's going to be very, very strong, but V-Guard Energy, man, that card is like...
That card messes with things, man.
I mean, Gardevoir was already annoying enough for Mew to deal with,
yes.
but now V-Guard Energy is even more damage reduction. So, I don't know. Like, maybe... I mean, that's such a small sample size, but I easily think it... I think it might have to come down to, like, people just aren't playing Drapion anymore. Because if you're playing Drapion, like, the games are just so hard. You just have, like, one... Or I need to play the... I think the reason why the double turbo energy is so good is because the 4 double turbo is because of that situation in game 1 where I had all the fusion strike energies in my hand. That just doesn't happen in the fusion strike. I mean, in the no Elisa list build, however you want to call it. But another thing is you have ways of like really punishing when they take a knockoff Drapion, because you can really consistently like Roxanne. Like how many times did you Roxanne Path at
almost every single win.
Almost every single, yeah.
Almost
and, like,
every win.
That is just so strong to be able to do. Like, you basically trade that ability, and sure, you could still play Roxanne and Path, but that's like so much when you already have like the fusion energies, because you have to make a lot of room for that. So I honestly think right now I'm kind of middle of the road because I don't have the catchers in here. I think if you're gonna play, I keep thinking if you're gonna play the fusion energy build, I think you just need to play the catchers. You just play the catchers. You just go like full greed, full aggression turn 1. I think it. I almost like I was a big fan of I was very catcher against catchers early on in Mew before the Elisa build got popular. I was really for like the no catchers, just play 3 boss, maybe a pow pad. But I don't know. I think with the fusion build now and the way the meta is developing with all this damage reduction, I think you need to make your turn 1 as strong as humanly possible. So I think you might need to play the catchers. And the build out of all the Mews that made day 2 at what was the regional? No, Peoria. Peoria was Lost Origin, right?
Okay.
Yeah. At Peoria, the one Mew that got like top 32, there was a fusion build in Mew, and it played 4 catchers. So, the other Mews were all the 4 DT builds. Right. There was one Mew that there was still people who like this build, which is fine. But I think if you do play it, I think you need to go with the catchers. As kind of what I'm gathering here. So I'm definitely going to alter the list and put some catchers in for sure.
The Fusion Strike, the Fusion Energy build just feels like
it's just
such
so
a high roll.
Consistent.
It feels so high roll compared to the...
It really is.
You know, you have so many options and so much more flexibility, being able to Silene, being able to Roxanne, being able to consistently Marnie hands you don't like to the bottom of the deck.
Yes.
To like conserve those resources is so good. You know, I've got power tablets here I want to save for later. Marnie them away, you know.
The deck just functions so much better and so much smoother. Yeah. And like you can still do a lot of the things that the 4 Fusion Energy build do, but the point of the 4 Fusion or the 4 DT build, I don't know what you want to call it. Someone needs to like say what that build is called and just like
that's called Mew, and so you have the good Mew and then you have
the
bad
Mew and the bad Mew.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You've got the good Mew deck, with the double turbo energies.
For the longest time I was calling it Fusionless Mew, but you technically still have like Fusion Pokemon in the deck, so it doesn't technically really make sense on Elisa lists, 4 DTE, because I've seen Fusion Energy builds that also play 4 DT. So that's not really a good description of it. So I don't know what to call it, but you guys get it. But yeah, that feels good. Like I definitely feel like the games we played here are going to be a lot of what you see at the top tables come LAIC for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I think personally.
Well, I think that Lugia VSTAR certainly is a deck to look out for. I think there's going to be a bunch of different ways to play it, just like there are a bunch of different ways to play Arceus right now. And I think it's going to be the deck to beat at the LAIC and at our
probably
upcoming
still
Toronto and the Texas regional.
I think it might just evolve down to either you play the Lugia or you find a way to counter the Lugia, because I think there are some ways out there for sure that are yet to be discovered. There's one thing I want to talk about. I read it before I came here on my way up. Is there's a Raichu. Did you see what the Raichu does in the set? There's a Raichu. It's a single prize Pokemon. It's a stage 1, so you would have to play in like a Zoroark box or something. But for 1 colorless energy, it does 40 plus 100 if your opponent used their V-Star power this turn. So it just does 140. and it's a non-V Pokemon. It just like, and they have to use their V-Star power, right? So it's just like Zoroark Bots is actually getting a lot of crazy tools now. So I actually think like that card, I've even thinking about maybe just putting like a 1/1 Pikachu, 1/1 Raichu in your deck, just to like, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like I think that might be one of the most efficient answers to Lugia. It also could be good against Palkia, except Palkia can go without using their V-Star power, so it's not as good. But
Once they know about it, yeah.
That was just a little tidbit for you guys.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure to check out FullGripGames.com. We've got pre-orders for Silver Tempest singles available now, and supporting the shop at Full Grip Games directly supports the content we create here on Tricky Gym. Y'all take it easy. I'll be back tomorrow. And that's it. See ya.
Peace.